Don't look. Don't agree to that. Keep that poker face live, Chad.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bobby Likes It Spooky. I'm sure you're wondering who the fuck I am because I am not Bobby. I am Mike. This is Mike. I'm holding it down for a few minutes till Bobby gets on, and Tamon's going to come on with us. How's everybody doing tonight?
Blessed.
Good.
Highly favored.
Blessed. Yes. Okay, blessed. This Friday evening. We're going to have a good weekend. We're going to pray it's going to last long. It's not going to feel like it's a one-day long thing. So hopefully that goes well. What's up, everybody in the chat? So random.
Oh, hello.
Hey, what's up, niece?
Cam, what's up, Cam?
Hi.
Cam, you going to be talking shit tonight? What'd you think of this episode?
Always. Did you like it, Cam?
Hey, Brooke.
Hey, Brooke.
Tamon just texted me, so he should be on in a minute. We ain't kidnap him.
I'm mad we just went live because I wanted to ask you, Ryan, something about the orphan.
Oh,
but I don't want to ruin it for people.
You scared me for these because you were like, I wanted to wait till we're live, and I'm like,
no, I didn't want to. I wanted to do it before we went live.
Yeah. I mean, it's good.
I'll wait until we turn it off because I just was watching it.
Yeah.
But then Robert had texted me, so I stopped. But I had a question, so I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, don't say that. I didn't see it yet.
So y'all don't want. So this is a bad time to give you spoilers and tell you how.
Yeah,
I ain't seen either one of them.
Very bad.
Is it you ain't seen the first one?
Somebody spoiled it for me. The same weekend it came out back in the day. And I just said,
"Oh yes, Cam. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off, Mark. But yes, Cam. Okay, I ain't the only one. I'm on here with a bunch of haters.
Who's a hater? You don't even know what I think yet.
Me, I'm a hater, and it's fine, baby.
I
Guess
don't know
what?
Because you was real dead about it. Like,
what's up?
I missed all of that on Twitter.
Right. So I got
my dissertation.
And I feel like Ryan, you ain't been liking none of them. Okay.
You're saying I'm getting jaded now. What's up
in the background? What is
that?
What's in your background?
It's from The Fly. Give me your moment.
Child, I thought it was the thing that wrote this episode for a second.
Oh,
that's what I thought I was giving. But you know.
Why are you coming for Angela like that?
Not her, child. I'm saying. Hold up, see, no, I would never. Mark, see,
my phone keep messing up. I don't know why.
Oh no, Cam. They were saying they haven't seen the new Orphan movie yet.
Hey, Mom, did you like tonight's episode? Last night's episode.
Oh, how did I?
We getting into that? We getting into that. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Cam already started. You already started. All right. So tonight's episode 5 of American Horror Stories, Bloody Mary. So clearly, this is a polarizing episode. I can tell by the temperature in the room. So,
yes, because I'm ready for all the smoke.
Let's start with Mark. I want to start a little tepid. Mark, what were your thoughts on this episode?
It was the best goddamn thing they've done in the first in these 2 seasons. I'm serious because I felt like this was a big moment in Black horror history with the anthology and everything. Brian, don't do that. Don't do that.
Mark, go ahead. Don't let the haters stop you. Okay.
Because it was just like seeing all that melanin popping mixed in with their crimson blood and them actually sitting there rushing, trying to find out what the fuck's going on. And it wasn't so stereotypical because you could have placed anybody in those roles, but it was just the fact that it was just so well written.
We got some fans.
I love
Brooke.
Dominique Jackson as Bloody Mary. I know some people didn't like her acting. They felt she was kind of stiff. But I was like, I don't know. It just when she came up on the screen, you because all we growing up, we've always heard of Bloody Mary being like this, pale white woman. And so to see this elegant, beautiful Black woman show up in place of Bloody Mary, it was just like opulence.
All right.
I thought she was Aunt Viv. I just want to say that, and I hate myself for thinking that. I really she looked like her from Fresh Prince. I thought that was her.
Oh wait, the new Fresh Prince or the other?
No,
one?
like the dark skin Aunt Viv.
Aunt Viv. Okay.
I thought that was her. I felt so crazy when it wasn't her.
Bobby, what the heck?
Oh God! Hey, my God!
Hey,
there he is.
What's up, y'all?
Hey,
there you go. That's okay. We got 3-on-3. So we got 3-on-3. It's cool.
It did it line up like that for y'all too? I don't know if it shows up the same for me. Like, no,
yeah.
Okay.
Well, see, Chanise is down there with y'all.
Yeah, I'm down here in between the two haters. Me and Michael got to
I don't know how to switch shit, so this is
y'all gonna be all right. Okay,
that's fine. We gonna wear you out.
We just reflections. Is that what y'all
Bobby,
do?
make these
Reflections.
I need to hear from Ryan, Tamon, and Michael first. Oh. Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Let Michael do his original itinerary.
We got a positive. Oh.
Damn, Mike, that's really
we got a positive. So let's go with a critique. Let's go with Ryan. Let's see what Ryan's thoughts are.
So, I don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater, and I'm going to slowly spread my issues out across this here event. But I'm not going to say it was like good, because it wasn't. The reality is, like, the episode had some moments that I think were like pretty good. Like, I like Dominique in the role, for one. I don't want to take away from her because I live for Queen. I've liked her ever since Strut. But I don't know. It just kind of felt like the characters weren't as fully fleshed out as I would have personally preferred. And I also don't like the spin that they put on the Bloody Mary lore personally. Mm-hmm. I would have been open and receptive to it if they actually land the plane. But I just felt that a lot of the in-school scenes were just redundant and not necessary, just to be honest. And the only reason that I would even give it any kind of points once we get to rating is once I found out there was a Black person who was involved in the writing process and there were people of color on the screen. So for those reasons, I would say, okay, cool. But if this were any other circumstance, I would be like, I don't know. The episode just didn't work for me. And I didn't want to be fake. I didn't want to pull up and be like, oh, girl, yes, I'm living. Because I've seen what the girls are saying online. Like, a lot of people live for the episode. I just got to be true to me. And child, it just wasn't.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I did look up the writers, because I felt like, this may sound bad. Bobby, I don't know if I should say this on your channel. I mean, but it sounded like white people wrote lines for Black kids. Yeah, that's what it sounded like in the school a little bit. But
I didn't get that.
I got it. With a few of them a little.
I guess it depends on your experience, because I felt the same way. Because like for me personally, not for everybody. That's let me be clear. But I felt the same way. It felt like these felt like figureheads. These weren't like the type of characters that I experienced in school at all. And I went to a predominantly Black high school. And so that's a barrier of separation for me. But it doesn't mean that the whole episode is like, you know, like I said, throw the baby out with the bathwater. But it was a point where I was like,
I agree. And I do think the difference in the legend was a little. I had to question myself for a second. I was like, dude, I learned a lie. Is this not what Bloody Mary was? What did everybody else think of the legend change before we get into another positive?
I thought I wasn't that deeply in, like, what's the word I was looking for? I wasn't that deeply in the know about the legend of Bloody Mary, and it changes. I think that's the thing about legends, urban legends. They change structure as they pass from person to person. So that didn't shake me a little. That didn't shake me at all, because I'm like, it probably would have been somebody else. If somebody else would have written it, it'd probably been something totally different too. It probably would have been to the main aspect of the legend of Bloody Mary. I just thought it was cool.
Yeah, I never even knew what she do. Like, if you call her name, like, I ain't never even get that far to even know what she do if you call her name.
I assume kill you.
So what? That's it, or
I wouldn't do it just based on this episode.
I mean, I'm not doing
it's gonna happen, but okay, who else liked it?
Shanice, go. Bobby.
Oh, Bobby liked it.
I was about to say, y'all already know I liked it.
All right,
it
so
was the best one.
I enjoyed it when I first watched it. It was something off about this episode to me. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it's because I wanted more. But I did enjoy it. I thought compared to the other episodes, I think this one was one of the better ones, in my opinion. Again, I just wish this whole thing that Ryan was saying earlier, I just wish it was more fleshed out a little bit more with these characters. And even with Bloody Mary's character, like I wanted to see more what's going on with that, because you guys are right. Like this whole Legend of Bloody Mary, like I wish the origin just went a little bit deeper.
The thing is it's an hour. Yeah. How is it going to go deeper?
No, I mean, right. That's what I'm saying. That's the thing with these kind of like short films. I was talking to you earlier, Chanise, about it. And with these episodes, with all of these, they could have go deeper with it, but it's just so much. It's only so little what they can do in the hour that they have. So I feel like if this got like a 2-part, then maybe it would have been better, because they did a 2-part for the murder house of the first season of American Horror Stories. Technically 3, if you want to think about it. Like it was. So why can't they do something like that with an episode like this, where they can, flesh it out? Because it was very interesting. I actually like these girls, even though I feel like the one with the fro getting on my nerves a little bit, and I feel like every time you see her, her fro getting bigger and bigger. And it literally, like every time I see her, I feel like her fro was just getting bigger and bigger, and I'm like, what's happening?
It was different mirrors.
Oh no!
Stop trying to play her.
No. Different mirrors. I live.
Tamon. Drag it.
I'm not gonna drag it. I'm indifferent, but I just think that most people like this episode for the same reason they like Storm, is because she's black. And if these characters are completely different, if these characters were completely, if these people, that's right. If Storm was white, nobody would go up for her like they did.
Well, first of all, I did not like Storm.
First of all, I like Rogue and Storm.
Okay.
Are you talking about the one that was in the X-Men when Halle Berry was playing her?
No, I'm talking about
or you mean like comic book
Storm? We're not talking about Halle Berry Storm.
All right.
Halle Berry Storm
was corny.
What happened to a toe when he gets struck by lightning?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That we're not going by that.
Well,
I'm talking about comedy.
Anyways.
But Storm is great. She is something awesome for the black community. I agree, but I'm still going to stand on my point. I think that people like this episode because it was a mainly black cast, or all black cast. We had a black, villainess, and I didn't like her at all. I thought she looked amazing, but her acting, I couldn't take it.
I will give you that. She'd be my. When I first seen her pop up in the mirror, I thought of Electra right away.
That's what she was playing Pose all over again. And even when she was a slave, I just felt like if Electra from Pose was beat up like a slave, that's what she would sound like. And then
you ain't right.
I feel like her slave version of her was a little bit better than her.
Go down to Cam's last comment. Go down to KMC's last comment. Thank you. Thank you.
I love you, best friend. And that's why my Texas was really short today when you asked me how I felt about the episode.
The woke
it was cute. But back to what I was saying. I think that they love her because of the episode was black. And I love that too. I salute them for making the thicker girl of the 3 of the 4, the cheerleader. I thought that was cute and she was really pretty, but she was flat. And then the best character was Maggie. Or Maggie Moo, whatever they call her boyfriend, friend, whatever. I didn't really, whatever her is. No, it was a nickname. They had nicknames for each other. Well, she was like River, Lake, whatever his name was.
Like that.
Okay, I don't really remember, but Magpie, that's it. So Maggie, I liked her. I felt she should have been the lead. I didn't understand. I guess they were like stepsisters, and this is not a colorism thing. It just didn't feel organic for them two to be sisters. And I thought the stronger one of the 4 outside of Maggie, it was just, I didn't see it for
the
it.
Bill Cosby show.
I prefaced my statement by saying
what did I sign in for?
And so it's not. It's just I just didn't buy it. I just didn't buy it.
Listen, my sister is yellow as hell, so
I have siblings. Well, no. Well, you have siblings that are lighter than I am.
Yeah, same. Like my younger brother has more of a yellow tone, and I have more of a red tone. So I relate. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying that it's not possible. I'm just saying that plus their lack of chemistry together didn't make it feel like they were sisters.
I just figured her mom was a hoe.
Her mom was living her best life.
That was undeniable.
Her mom was not a hoe. She was like, "Listen, y'all are grown. I had to get one night. She's tired of taking
She looked like
one night. Took your ass outside."
She looked like John was coming all in through, so that's why I just figured they was nothing alike is because they done had different daddies and they probably both don't know who they is.
Did anybody else think that was Deborah Wilson at first when they came inside the apartment?
Yeah, I did. For a second. I did. I did, but I don't know. Like I think I'm always like scanning for Deborah Wilson because I love her. So like when she randomly showed up in Hypochondriac, I was in the theater.
When I watched that, I gagged.
Right?
No, she did not. No, Cam, she did not. And no, that's actually on my notes to talk about too.
Can I touch on that for a second? I know. Look, Cam, you and I usually don't agree. I agree with that. Cause like Beyonce, I love Beyonce, so I don't want to be shady, but like,
yeah,
we know T, the hip opera.
Yeah. I love Carmen. Wait. Don't come for Carmen.
I don't know the sweetness flowing like a faucet. Body thinking no.
Look, Chanise could literally call me a slur, and then if she whipped that hair, I'm over it because he just gave me so much.
We're all friends again after that,
right? She could be like, "You ain't nothing but a," and I'm like, "Ooh."
You right, I ain't.
Right, I ain't shit.
Shanice, do you want to drag Tamon for that opinion?
What?
I didn't even hear what he said. You know, my phone
you can just talk about what you liked about the episode. You don't need to.
Honestly, I think that the writing was good. I think that it all fit into the episode, even though it didn't go in depth about like, the whole Bloody Mary thing. I feel like it was well played out. Like it wasn't rushed. And that'd be like the main thing that I'd be looking for them because I feel like they always start something that they can never finish.
I thought the pacing was horrible. That was the issue. It was choppy.
Did you?
Yeah, it was choppy. It was disjointed. I didn't like it.
Oh my goodness, you ain't like nothing.
The pacing was just as much. It's funny because I had just watched Freaky today, and I feel like the pacing was just the same.
No,
I love Freaky, and it was not.
It was just the same. It was the same
as Freaky.
I'm serious because you introduce 4 girls, then you introduce the catalyst of the story. They play Bloody Mary, then they get the effects of what they get the what consequences and stuff like this. So all the stuff they said they had to do dealt with them being in school.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
The main girl had to set up a counselor to say he tried to rape her. The other girl had to drop her cheerleader captain on her damn head. The other girl had to sit there and drop some news for her the guy she was liking. So it made sense to take place in the school. But I feel. Go ahead, Mike.
Why were these so uneven? Like me dropping some girl in the gym class, but you want me to, or the other girl's like, "Oh no, my guidance counselor sexually assaulted me." So these do not seem to add
because it was based on what they wanted.
She wanted to be
Okay. Well, I mean, shit. Teenagers are sometimes simple. She wanted to be cheerleader captain. This one wanted to go to Yale, so they had to do what they had to do based on what they wanted. I feel like y'all are not basing it on it being an hour-long thing.
Well, to me, it's not so much about the longevity. Longevity, that ain't the right word here. The length. It's not so much about the length. It was. I think the biggest fumble for me is just the beginning. And so it was hard to pull me in because there was so much going on in the beginning that just wasn't relatable. And so I was trying to give it a chance because Dominique. I was trying to give it a chance because Black Skin. And then what ended up happening was there were moments that I was able to appreciate. But overall, I was like...
So what was it about the beginning that you didn't like? Because I feel like it was a good setup. Friends getting together like we all do.
I actually thought it was a good setup.
we saying Bloody Mary, and then their own little separate situations happening in their realm. Like I like that. Like I feel like that was a little great opening for me.
I feel like I'd be willing to go back and watch it, but to be honest, like without knowing like what anyone would feel about it, it just kind of felt like there were a lot of things that were going on that detracted from how, because I'm one of those kids that like actually grew up with like people talking about Bloody Mary and playing Bloody Mary and all that shit. And so the experience felt strange when they were establishing the lore. Then it felt like, okay, I'll let that go because like Mark said, that's real. When things change regional locales, they actually change the way that they operate. That's actually very true. I mean, it's even with stuff like when you say Miss Mary Mack and stuff, if you check with your local Black friends, a lot of people don't remember Miss Mary Mack as the same thing. Like the rhyme changes. That's a prime example. But then when they were like, okay, everybody go to a separate room and we all have our separate mirrors, I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm gonna let it go. Whatever, I'm gonna let it go. And then when they went and they're like, okay, she's gonna scratch your eyes out, or else she's gonna give you what you want and all this other stuff. I'm like, doesn't seem well worth the risk, but okay, I'm gonna let it go. And then if you do that like 4, 5, 6, 7 times, I'm gonna let this go, I'm gonna let that go. It's like, why am I compensating for something that may not resonate with me? No shade. And then it just kind of, at that point, I was still like invested, but I guess that's where the beginning piece kind of left me. Even with the mother telling them, oh, I'm gonna get mine, so y'all need to go like stay somewhere else. I actually related to the mother. I felt like that's a real response. It felt funny. But then seeing the babies in the car, it was like, why did you you know what I mean? Like, because I don't want to judge her, because it's like, if y'all don't judge me. But if my child come in and I'm about to get, tuned up real quick, I'm definitely about to be like, y'all got to roll. But if the street lights are on and it's in the middle of the night, I'm not going to tell my babies to go out into the street. Because if they're sleeping in the car, somebody can go like and assault them and like do some harm to them.
She don't care about that. She
don't care about that. I mean, look at some of them old hood dramas. But like, I remember this scene from Boys in the Hood where Doughboy, was it Doughboy or was it Trey who walked across the street, found a baby walking in the middle of the street, that door was wide open. Some folks just don't give a shit. And they don't even got anything to do with just like the neighborhood. It has a lot to do with people who just don't care. When the main girl, what's her name? Elise?
Maybe that's my problem, because I don't know. My mom would never, it's the middle of the night, but I'm about to get tuned up. You go sleep in your car. I'm like,
I would rather her be like, stop letting out my good air or something a little less extreme than her fucking and kicking her damn kids out. But
that's the type of mother. That's the whole. Yeah, that she didn't care, and that's why the kid wanted to get away. The girls, they wanted to move on and have a better life, because obviously you could tell the mom didn't want them. Like when the one, what's the one with the fro? I keep forgetting her name.
Elise.
When she was walking past, she was just like, "Oh, you're here." Like it's just like you could just tell she don't care about these girls. So that's why they're trying to have a better life for themselves. So
I have a question then. Would it not be more satisfying for Elise's trial to go through to kill the mother than having to deal with the sister?
It's funny. That's what I thought was happening at first, because I kind of mixed something up. So when it turned out it was the sister, I was surprised, to be honest, because I'm like, it's so guttural. Killing your mom, like, damn, that's like some horrific shit.
But I think no, I was just saying, like, didn't Bloody Mary wanted her to kill innocent people? I think the mom probably has a lot of fuck ups.
That is true.
Yeah, but see, I didn't know that at the time.
But we didn't. Nobody knew that. Nobody knew that she wanted her to kill the innocents, though.
Yeah,
that
makes sense why she didn't get the mom.
What constitutes innocence? Because these girls were not innocent.
I mean, as far as
good girls,
it's from that point on. After you say Bloody Mary, whatever you do from here, this will determine if you.
Because summoning spirits in my bathroom, I mean that. Call me judgmental.
I'm gonna say I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's great. Like, I could appreciate it. It had some cool moments. I wish some things were a little bit different. Like, I wish I agree the characters could have been fleshed out more. I didn't really buy some of the lines that they were saying. I feel like get rid of the mother altogether and just have the sister be the one that in charge. Like, the sister has to work. She's in charge of the younger one, and she has to be way more responsible, then maybe it would make a little bit more sense for me that she would kill her so that she could just be free.
Are we back? Okay, because I was
Who's
sitting.
not
I'm
Bloody
having.
Mary?
Yeah, who? I guess he's talking about me, Joe.
Well, I would say this: the whole thing about this entire season of American Horror Story, and I really don't even count season 1 because that was just some shit. But it seems like each episode has been about
Oh, the Lord didn't want you to finish. Okay. Let's see.
Stop it right now, sir.
Are you okay? So
to piggyback off what Mark was saying, I think that season is about subverting expectations. After watching this episode for the second time, it was really nice to see how the subtle things and Elise, it was cool to see her subtleties and how she was actually giving hints the whole time about what she was doing.
Mm-hmm. Yes, so I was telling Chanise that I was saying if you watch it a second time, you get to see when they say certain things, she's making like these certain facial expressions and she's saying certain things. Like it was one moment where she said, like, yeah, let's cut this bitch up or something like that. Or stab this bitch up. And meaning she probably was referring to one of her friends, not Bloody Mary. So I'm just like, it makes a lot of sense.
To Brooke's point, the first hint I got was when everybody else revealed what they were told to do, but she didn't say anything. Yeah. So I knew it was going to be something fucked up that she was going to have to do.
I called the free me thing from the beginning.
But the trailer somewhat spoiled the twist. Because if you remember seeing some of the cuts, the scenes from the trailer,
AKD.
There was a scene where Elise I thought she was launching at her sister, but it turned to find out there was a cut scene from her launching at Maggie, because I knew she was going to stab somebody. I just didn't know. I thought it was going to be her sister because of all the dead bodies that was left behind, and I thought they was going to probably sit there and like kill Bloody Mary or something. Then the last twist episode was her killing her sister or something like that. But yeah, but I don't know. I just felt like I don't know. I get a great joy watching it. I just enjoyed it, and there was a lot of stuff that I had questions about, but I told myself this is a 46-minute show. If any episode needed a 2-parter, it was this one. Hell, they could have did a whole goddamn season of this damn show. This particular storyline.
Same cast,
same cast, everything.
No, that was on my list too.
I didn't mind this cast. Brooke, I agree with Brooke. Why they was getting so mad at her, and I didn't like the part when Bianca went into her room, right, and Elise was like, bitch, you is tying me down, you like a chain around my neck. And then she was like, okay, I'll do it. And then she was like, okay, I'll do it. And then she was like, okay, yes, because I love you. Like, it was just so weird that she was calling her like
I think the bitch knew already.
I think she did
what
too.
The deal was. She was like, I'm gonna need 3 people, so I'm getting all you bitches in here to say the
probably did this before.
That part really got on my nerves. It really did.
But it also showed that she was already frustrated with Bianca. Like she felt like she was taking care of her because her mama wasn't taking care of them. Because I remember that part of the episode where she said, "If I don't work, you don't eat." So it's just like it was all this, like I just want to be secure in my shit, but I don't want to have to be somebody else's, mom or something like that.
I just didn't like how the Alice, not Alice. Well, yeah, she basically was like Alice. I don't know where she worked at.
How do I block him out of here? He trying.
No, wait, no, I don't know where she worked at, but the fact that she was like Lois Lane and going to the damn archives, finding history, and then going to flip burgers or hang up clothes somewhere, and then she brought her ass back home, and she didn't like she went to work. She like she just really just walked off set and came back and said, "Let's do this new scene." I didn't like it, and she was like, "You're cold. How you know I'm cold? You're not even touching me." She's heard that when she walked on the steps.
It was annoying. I was like, so we're just gonna keep going to school. Like, cut school. If you think this bitch about to kill you, why are you going to class?
Because she got to keep up her grades. They got to keep up her grades for Yale.
You better
Yes, summa cum laude.
Yeah, she better call the cops then, because I thought that was going to be another thing in the end, that she was possibly going to frame the guidance counselor anyway, and end up going to Yale to get out of it.
Oh, I thought that too. I thought she was actually going to walk away.
Like I thought that would be the end.
Got away with and got into Yale.
See, the thing of the matter was. The thing of the matter, but see, every episode this season has ended with a fucked up, except for episode 1. But you kind of knew what was going to end up happening to what's his name, the guy from Coven. You kind of knew what was going to happen. Spalding. You kind of knew what was going to happen to Spalding. So it sort of was a pseudo happy ending, but we knew that it was kind of he would end up in a fucked up situation. Episode 2, you saw. Gabby, she, even though she's a great character and she was good and everything like that, she still sat there and was haunted by this murder, even though she didn't have anything to do with it. She was haunted by this murder. And then Drive, last week's episode, but it's just like all of this. It's all about comeuppance. That's what this season. If American Horror Stories has to happen, because all the girls were innocent, and I think the thing of the matter was that they could have went through with their desires, but they didn't. And I wonder, because see, the thing is, if they had went through with their desires, they were no longer innocent.
I don't think they would have got their shit if they did what she told them to do. I think the point was to test you to see what I think the one she was really interested in was Elise, not really the other ones, because the whole purpose was for her to be free, and the other ones, their shit was all had nothing to do with killing somebody.
But they would have ruined somebody's life, and that's a stain on your soul. And so it's like that's why Elise needed all of them to be running pure, because you're like, don't do it, because she could have been like, oh girl, go ahead and do it, you know, I got you. But she knew that if they had went through it, there would not have been no innocent blood.
And she was saying how Elise was the only desperate one, right? Like she was real desperate, so she needed somebody that was, you know, like more desperate, had that desperation in order to do it.
To be clear, I do think this is more entertaining than some of the other episodes, even if the other ones were probably done better. I would probably rewatch this over Drive, definitely over Aura. Aura's the last one for me.
Really?
Yes.
I like that one. I thought it was unique.
I didn't like the cast. I felt like someone mentioned earlier about this being an entire season. No, I could see this being like a double feature, maybe 6 episodes, but not a full 13. And I think they need some star power on this to push it. And I'm all, listen, don't get me wrong, I'm all for upcoming actresses, whether you're black, you know, but especially black. But I think this one needed some star power to push it forward and to make me attach onto, because I didn't really care, because their acting was like medium level. That was great, but you know, someone with some, I don't know, some more star power. Probably
on all of these episodes, even last season, I think the acting wasn't always the best. So sometimes I kind of just am like, I'll just take what I can get. Yeah. But again, it was entertaining at the very.
We're not watching it, and we're not watching American Horror Stories obviously for the acting. I must say, we just want a good episode. Oh really?
I disagree.
Okay, because I can say there's some seasons, episodes in some seasons of American Horror Story where some of the acting is like,
listen,
for
but
sure.
You know,
we're gonna have a season war again. Okay, what are we talking?
We're not doing that tonight because I got.
But I think this episode really needs star power. Somebody in that age bracket, maybe the girl that you always love from Grownish.
Okay, let me ask you who
somebody that.
Oh, you talking about Yada Shahidi?
Yeah. Or even actually the younger sister would have been dope. The younger sister would have been really dope.
I could see that
episode.
Oh,
even if it's just one, we need some star power to connect and bring in a bigger audience. And it just didn't do it for me. Sorry, guys.
The sacrificing could have been fleshed out better, because I did think, why do you have to kill them if you was just? She didn't have that much blood in them.
And then she just, come on, give me y'all palms. I got a spell. that if you give me your blood, we'll break it. You didn't have to kill them. You could really just.
Or
Now,
I agree with that.
You.
If Maggie all she did was slit her hand, then why did Elise need to kill them in order to
because
get
Elise wasn't
blood?
thinking. She wasn't thinking. She felt like she
how
had to
could
take
she not
these
be the one
bitches
thinking? And that's her whole thing is to be the one.
because she was looking at the bigger picture. She was looking at the forest. She was what's the
she was
the forest
desperate.
between the trees or something.
right.
Like
Right.
Yeah.
Can I say, like, I think the thing y'all are talking about is bringing up something that I feel like it's never really come up organically in conversation. But I think I'm getting tired of any type of horror movie where we're resting on the fact that people aren't thinking about things, or, oh, if you're in the same situation, you would think similarly. That's getting old to me. I really like smart characters.
Yeah,
And it's because so much of horror is based on, okay, well, they were in a panic or they weren't thinking about it.
Impulse,
I know,
yeah.
I've watched a lot of horror, but it would be kind of interesting to see characters who are full of their mental capacity and they're thinking at 10 and then they still get done in. It makes it hit different. I think that's why like some of my favorite chase scenes are like that, because they're thinking on 10.
I feel like Get Out, one of the reasons why I like Get Out so much is because once he starts seeing that, he was like, hold up, shit getting weird. Like he thought like, oh no, it's getting weird. Then he started telling old girl, like, where are my keys? Like, like I gotta go. Like that's one of the main reasons why I really liked Get Out is because he made it realistic. Like, I'm not just about to act dumb and go search for stuff and go find this noise or walk out the door or act like you ain't doing nothing funny. I want my keys so I can go because y'all tripping. Like,
yeah.
I would definitely like a show or a movie that had that, because why everybody gotta be dumb? Why can't nobody have no sense to get out? Or
they
like
stressed.
I said,
they gonna die.
Elise could have been like, listen. Elise could have simply been like, listen. She said, all we need is 3, innocent's blood or whatever. Y'all give me y'all blood. I can get some money and we all can win. Like, I just don't understand. And then it could have been a little spin where it was like, oh, now Elise is trapped and they are stuck to find a way to get her out, or whatever the case. And it could have just been a continuation.
Yeah, that would have required
I
more.
think Elise at the end of the day just did not give a fuck about any of them.
She didn't.
If you were willing,
and I thought she was in college, but whatever.
Yeah, they didn't seem to be the same age. No shade. Like, I don't mean to be shady, but they didn't.
Elise was in 12th grade. Elise was in 12th grade.
No, man, she was a sophomore pledging Delta. That's what she was doing.
She was a senior. The sister was a junior. She would start. I mean, I just.
She did seem like very much older, and she was working at some Hooters. It was like
she could have been left a few times. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. She could have been left.
I thought they was in college at first, and I was like, but they in high school, and
she was the only one who looked like she wasn't in high school, though.
That would have made scene with the mother kicking them out a little more make more sense if they were in college and she kicked them out because she was.
And she just come to my dorm room. Like, it's just. No, I thought it could have been sophomore college.
Yes, now, question: would y'all let the time expire if Bloody Mary tempted you with whatever possessions or wishes?
No, ma'am, bitch.
Or are you going to do what she said?
It depends. It depends. No shade. I think if it was that situation where the young woman had to post the video of somebody getting slayed over the coals, sexually, I would have hit press. I would have pressed play so quick on that. But
and watch the sex tape.
Child, right. And I would have stitched it on TikTok so I'm in there reacting to it. I'm not about to die because you was out here hoeing with a 40-year-old man.
Hers was the easiest one.
It was
to send that sex tape. That was the easiest one. I would have did that. And first of all, I wouldn't have been letting Elise stay my eyes out. That comes to thinking realistically, because I would have been fighting you back. Like, we would have been tussling. Maybe I would have got scratched. Yes, a little tussle. And it's getting on because I would have been pulling the fro and everything else, because they could have made that a little more realistic too. It could have been a fight or nothing, but they just had old girl like, oh, don't do it.
Yeah, let me back up into the shower and not do nothing, and let me lay on this bed.
Just like her sister's pinned her down and got her easy. All the other girls was bigger than her. They could have got her out of here. She could have, ran and told the other friends like, yo, your sister's tripping. We need to think of another way to get this done, or whatever the case. I don't know.
That would have been interesting. Actually,
I was confused. What was the time frame in which things sort of like really got excited? Because the rank, you got 7 days, the countdown.
I think it was 3.
Was it 3 days?
I think it was 3 days.
Okay, I missed that. I thought they were just,
I
next
could
day
have sworn
somebody's
she
dead.
popped up like, girl, you got till tomorrow night. I'm sick of your shit.
It's like, we just called you yesterday, bitch, and you in here telling us you gotta do this?
It was about 3 days because they went home that night. They stepped in the car. They went to school next day. They had their whole thing with the Bloody Mary popped up in the classroom, and then
that was a good scene.
And then they went back the next day, and shit wasn't popping off. I would say 4 days tops. 4 days.
But the problem is, it wasn't defined.
Yes, bro.
Stop the fuck out. All the way.
Drug Elise.
So I was about to be fake and be like, oh yeah, me too. But knowing me, if she had come at me with that dag, I would have slipped and fell, child, and then that'd have been it.
Really? Oh
yes,
no,
because you know how many times I fell in my bathroom? Like there was one time I was at a previous job, I had bruises all on me, and I was like, I fell out the shower. Like, don't even worry about it.
No, it would have been nuck if you buck. Sis, you ain't about to
okay, so let's play
here.
it out. Let's play it out. So she coming in with the dagger, Chanise. She like,
yeah.
What's happening next? But she's at the door, so you can't run past her. She like,
yeah, I can't. But I would have kicked her ass in the stomach or something, because if you punch somebody,
what if she dodged you though? What if she on that last dragon? What if she like?
She's a terrible killer. Okay, she was not.
She could have had a Bloody Mary costume.
She had the tiniest knife. She was stiff. Now when she got to the second frame, she kind of knew what she was doing a little bit more. But
I mean, she got him out of here, so she was.
You gotta at least go out fighting at least.
I
wish they would have
she
shown
spent
at
those
least
blood
one of
points
the
and leveled up
murders.
because she was like clean on that next kill.
blood
She
points.
definitely was. You ain't lying.
Yes, blood points.
I mean, I would have dropped the cheerleader. I probably would have did that. That one seemed.
Thank
easy.
you. That's what I said. Boop. Sorry.
It was an accident.
I don't know, but you want to paralyze somebody?
Yes,
No,
that girl was wilding. You got one more time to
recovers.
scream at me in this hallway.
It seemed like Bloody
would have hit that thing. Oh,
but
you know what Bloody
is like a watermelon.
How is she gonna know that she's gonna be captain? Like, if I assume this girl was gonna be a junior or senior.
Because she told her.
There's nobody else in the cheerleading squad. Where's everyone else? It was just them.
It really was. It really was them two, like two guys.
Let me tell you, Gabrielle Union would never. Gabrielle,
just our episode. We only got so much to do.
Just like Cam said. Just like Cam said right there, going to the extreme for your desires. They would have sat there and did this is what I thought it was. I felt like Bloody Mary was like a pledge. Tamon, help me out here. Who's the pledge person who's over everybody?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alice Johnson.
Are we talking about Scream Queens?
No, I'm talking about. I'm just saying when you.
Dean of Pledges. Dean of Pledges. And so she said, because my mom told me something when she was pledging this sort of sorority, and they told her I say sort of because it was none of the Divine Nine. So they told her when we cut this lighter, they put a bunch of shit in a bowl. I don't know what it was, like mixture of stuff like this in a bowl for each girl. And they said by the time we'll cut these lights off, by the time we cut these lights back on, this shit and these bowls better be gone. Yeah.
Everybody in their mind everybody in their mind thought that most of the girls thought they had to eat the shit. So they were sitting there munching the shit down. But my mom and two other girls sat there and dumped the shit out. And they was, like, okay, they said this, they ain't tell you to eat it. They told you just the bowl better be empty. And it's just all about using your, logics. I always thought about this. I'm thinking like Bloody Mary was sitting there telling them, like, yeah, you need to find some way to do this. But they would probably either didn't know how to go by around doing it. I don't know. But it just
how the hell else do you drop a bitch from a pyramid? I mean, we could take some Barbies and then boop.
I would say
you got an itch. You got an itch. You involuntarily scratch, and the girl
paralyzed is easy. I paralyzed my cat 2 years ago. An accident when I bought a collar.
That is sad.
Oh,
yeah.
This got dark.
Damn.
I mean,
that hurts.
But
I'm thinking mostly about Elise because,
girl, fuck that bitch.
It seems to me that, like everybody suggested at the beginning of the episode, that what
happened?
What's going on?
You were in the sentence, right?
Yeah, you stopped.
Miss, are you okay?
Mark,
Bloody Mary there?
Pledge, you all right?
I don't know. To me, Mark.
Okay,
hello?
I'm here.
All right.
Testing.
All right.
Wait, are y'all talking to me?
No, I think Mark was
Sure. Go ahead. What was you saying?
Oh no, I don't know.
I agree with you.
My phone keep cutting off, so if I ain't even in the room,
I lost track what I was saying.
Okay, what did y'all think of? What did y'all think of the slave backstory? Did that need to be included?
Oh, never mind.
I was a bit confused on that one because I wanted. So, what is this entity?
Tamon,
that,
you there?
Yes.
Get your ass out of here! Don't do this on here,
Bobby. Please finish your thoughts. Don't let these queens stop you. Go ahead.
Queens, wow.
No,
is it a full moon tonight? What is happening?
What's happening?
Y'all cut Bobby off. That's all it was. I wasn't trying to say y'all was queens. I apologize. That wasn't right. Sorry, Bobby. Go ahead.
It's fine.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yes.
No, I was just confused about the whole situation where y'all irking. So the situation with Bloody Mary when she was held captive and she was like stomping the fucking ground. She said she was like calling like some type of entity or whatever. I was confused by that because how did that whole situation happen? How did she get put inside the mirror and became Bloody Mary? Like, I was confused about that whole situation right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
do y'all know? Do y'all have answers?
I mean,
I get
how she did.
The foot stomping was fine for me.
It was Mommy Wata?
Yeah, Mommy Wata.
So I didn't look that up. So I don't know if that's a real
my problem
or not.
It's real. Yeah, that entity is real.
Mm-hmm. So I assumed the stomping was summoning of some sort. It's like help me, bitch, or something like that. But
it's like affirming your power, you know. That's all.
Oh my god. Did you see what Calvin said? Bloody Mary, he actually saw her. I never tried to do it. I was always too afraid.
You had Omar in here saying it. See.
You know, I thought it would have been dope if they would have showed one of the girls' murders. That would have been fun to see. Even though that would have spoiled the mystery of it being, you know, one of them, which I thought was a really cool twist. Obvious, but nice. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I got off complete subject. The backstory was fun for me. I wish we would have saw more of it. I was confused what Harriet Tubman was bringing people to this place and how they tied all that together. You know, the whole Underground Railroad situation. You know, it was pretty cool, I guess. You know,
I didn't understand why she was being punished for stabbing the saboteur.
Didn't make any sense.
That seems quite sound to me. You getting fucked
because
up
she
too.
should be punished. If you punish me for killing her, then she must be an innocent, and she's not an innocent because she took all of us here down the railroad and made us believe that we were safe, and this bitch get us collected.
I think she put her in the mirror because she killed the black girl who was the innocent.
She ain't innocent.
Yeah,
her daughter.
That's
her daughter.
But she wasn't innocent though.
But they saying that, but there's. I guess what they were saying was that she was lost, and that because she was lost, she was brainwashed. She was innocent to all the shit that was going on. Therefore,
that's true.
Yeah, that's why they're trying to say she was an innocent. I guess it was right. I think it was a metaphor of don't leave your don't leave your, even though they fucked up, don't sit there and leave them behind or some shit like that. I don't know. I get the gist of what they was trying to say though, but I don't know. I think because anytime we have a I don't want to say this because I hate saying the word, the Uncle Tom type character, and they be in these type of narratives and shit like that. I don't know. They just as good as dead as the white slave master or whoever was sitting there doing everything else, because like it's either me or you. You know what I'm saying? So
I think I would have made her Tituba.
Who?
I think I would have made her Tituba because she supposedly went missing. Nobody heard from her again. I think I would have made her Tituba, and that's, you know, it's not Coven, but it's like they talk about her name a lot in Coven,
right?
So with it.
I thought they were gonna go with it too, Tamon. I thought they were gonna go with it too, but then that's I thought sweet. If they had did that, then everybody would been like, why y'all all the black people? Why everybody black gotta be connected? You know, it's kind of like the thing in the Star Wars thing. Like, why everybody... I'm just saying, that's how people. I'm telling you.
Why wouldn't we be?
They was like, it's a Star Wars. Like when they sat there, made that girl the last. I don't know if anybody here watched the last Star Wars movie that came out, but they were saying that the girl who Lando said something about he had a lost child somewhere, and then the girl who ends up with Finn ends up like, y'all had a lost dad. So they're trying to connect, like all the black people are connecting to some sort.
I mean, there's only 3 of them, so I would assume. I mean, I don't know.
But it's stupid. I'm just telling y'all what the folks are saying. I'm not saying that I believe the shit. I'm just telling you how folks react over stupid shit.
I have to say, sometimes the folks don't know what they want.
Exactly.
Like literally, they could get everything they're asking for, and there would still be something to like complain about, which is being a consumer, I guess. But
look at Lovecraft.
I'm slightly interested to know what Tituba, or not Tituba, did when she got free from the mirror. I want to know, did she go in the city and go shopping and do a makeover and go to the hotel? And like, did she?
She probably did.
You know, she's not ignorant. She knows everything. You know, that was one of the benefits of being in the mirror.
She probably did.
That's cool.
That would be interesting.
Speaking of that, the reveal.
Right. Are you okay?
No, I'm not gonna go on my rant, child, because I saw what Calvin said, and I don't want it to be personal, child. So I'm just gonna leave it alone.
In the Wikipedia is connected.
Okay.
With the reveal of what Bloody Mary's true intentions were, getting the blood of 3 innocents will release her, but she didn't specify that would trap the other person in. Now, you already know she's a lying motherfucker already. Why are you then giving her your blood or somebody's blood? Yeah, your blood, and giving it to her to get out. She already lying to you, scaring you. Why would you believe anything she's saying?
Because Maggie is a bleeding heart,
right?
But Maggie, are we talking about not Maggie? We talking about Bianca, or we talking about
Bianca? You
know that
Bianca is a bleeding heart.
Okay.
But how did she know that? How would she have known if she was a liar? You know what I mean? Like, she told her sister, like, listen, get me these 3. Get me this stuff, and I'm gonna give you everything beyond what you want. She thought she was still gonna get what she wanted. She didn't know she was about to get trapped. She thought, I'm gonna give her this stuff, and I'm gonna be the one that's gonna get what I want.
I
don't think she thought she was gonna get what she wanted. I thought that she just wanted all this shit to stop, because she said enough. There's been enough suffering already.
She wanted stuff.
I thought she meant Yale, like, it's been enough suffering, I'm gonna get out of here.
Exactly. This teacher definitely touched me, and I need to go to Yale.
Look, and
when she was in
my mama got me in here sleeping in the car and shit while she getting banged out on the couch. I gotta go to Yale. I don't have no other options.
Exactly. Right exactly. When she was listing her accomplishments, she was like, I'm a part of robotics. I've always made straight A's. I was like, you need to be homecoming queen. You need to be captain of the cheerleading squad. You need to diversify this resume. That's why you're not getting to Yale. And why you're trapped in a mirror.
I think that's why Bianca, sort of why Bianca is like saying you need to get out more, because she sat there and said that, you know, there's people who don't get into Yale who are smart and stuff like that. But Tamon's right. You have to diversify that damn application. You can't just be smart. You have to be social.
Ew.
Because just you being smart don't
or
cut
a
the
legacy.
bread.
Let's not make it seem like you have to be doing all these things. You could be a legacy and not do shit and get in school.
The counselor was kind of hinting that, because your skin ain't lighter, you ain't getting here. Like, you with your background, you're not going to get there. Like, said, but in so many words, he was like, you need to basically hype up your struggles so that they can have pity on you and let you in.
I mean, I had to sell drugs in the bathroom of a Waffle House just to make sure I can eat breakfast before I go to school. Where this application out, bitch? Where that? Plus, I'm making straight A's. I'm captain of the cheerleading squad. I dropped the bitch, so that's fine. I make sacrifices.
Look at what's the girl name from Fear Street, 1994? Katie. She was still saying, "Yeah."
Oh yeah.
No,
Katie. Katie would have gotten to Yale.
I'm gonna deal these drugs, but I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here.
Exactly. Katie would have gotten to Yale.
Cheerleader, and she was doing all the other shit. She was babysitting. Like she was like, "Yo, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of Shady Side. Like I'm not gonna do this shit."
But I would definitely like to see a season like of Bloody Mary, but like Tamon said, it would have to have a star. Like,
well, yeah,
it would have to have star power if it was a full season.
Yeah,
they kept people kept asking for Bloody Mary for like ever. Every time the new season came, it was getting ready to come out, and folks would sit out and make out these fake ass posters, with like Bloody Mary or Cruise and shit like that. But didn't Ryan Murphy actually put out a poll saying like what story would you like? And I think Bloody Mary was one of them. It was Dead Inside.
It was, but he probably was.
No, I think so. Well, he ain't give us shit else that we asked for because he done lied. He done lied, so it don't matter.
And speaking of American Horror Story, I just want to throw out there the Disney D23 Expo is going to be the weekend of September 9th. And on this Saturday evening, they're going to have an American Horror Story panel. And I'm thinking that's going to probably when they're going to announce the new season, if not before then. So
I missed the old where they announced it. Like, give us like a full trailer, like a little mini music video, like how they used to do back then.
Yes, I missed this shit.
Me too. I thought Lady Gaga slayed hers.
Yes, she did.
Hotel.
Speaking of new season, did y'all want a spoiler? Because apparently Calvin has some information for y'all.
Of course we do Calvin release.
Let's go.
So it appears season 11 is titled Virus.
I thought we did it already.
When did we have a virus?
We ain't got too many damn viruses. We done got the monkeypox last episode.
Y'all don't know what kind of virus it is.
Exactly.
It could be so many different things.
No,
the strain. Are we talking about this? Oh, season 11. We're talking about season 11. Okay. Virus.
I was thinking. I'm thinking it's kind of like what he did with Cult. Like after the election, that was his response to the election. Was Cult.
I was going to just say that exactly. Exactly.
I understand that, but if he was going to do that, he shouldn't have gave us the smallpox episode that was nasty as hell.
They're not connected.
But it's still a virus. Like, it's still based on what's happening there. Like, I don't want to see what's based on happening there. I work in a damn hospital. I see what's happening there. I could care less about a full season of Corona or
please don't
whatever.
Like,
that's the only viruses. What else he going to do? The flu?
Thank you, Calvin.
All right.
Okay, zombies.
Zombies. The virus is spreading in the military.
Oh, I'm gonna say it can't be any worse than boring vampires and ghosts running around a hotel. That's all I gotta say.
Let me say something.
Excuse you.
Excuse you.
Right, just saying.
On your elite, Calvin. But how come every time it is a virus and it is zombies, it's because the military? Every show do that. Every movie.
Because it's what happens. Experimentation.
We see that over and over.
We see that all the time.
Like, what are they going to provide different? Like, honestly, I don't want to see zombies. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Especially not once it was made by the military, because everybody do that. Everybody.
I said what I said, Omar. I was bored. Okay.
You was bored.
Yes, living your truth.
I will say when people started turning into vampires, that I enjoyed.
It was good to me, but like still living your truth.
Every season to Michael was boring.
That's
Which ones were not boring?
This is
Which ones were not boring?
Bobby, take your hat off. Snatch their hat off and go in.
Michael, I'm gonna need a list of the ones that were not boring because everyone we talk about, you be like boring.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
It's not all of them. I'm still going. So I'm up to season 5. So Asylum and Hotel are not really. I'm not feeling them as much. But Hotel's on the bottom of the 5 for me. Because I was just like, how much talking y'all gonna do? How many people are ghosts? I feel like it's Murder House and a hotel. Y'all got I like the aspect of the vampires are realistic in the way, but they didn't have. I would have preferred they focus on the vampire shit.
I was the only one dragging Mike on our text messages, and Mark and Ryan quiet as fuck. And I'm just like, I know y'all feel the same pain I'm feeling, but it's okay. I'm gonna let y'all be quiet.
No, Bobby, I'm explaining my silence. I was getting ready for work today, and I couldn't. Could you not sit there and say everything Bobby said because I was like, this is blasphemy right here because I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is wrong with Hotel? Like,
great music, great visuals. I like
Liz Taylor
in it. Liz Taylor.
I really was everything. I really like the little
James
twist.
Marsh was all that. Sally was great. It's just, I love those characters, man.
I did like the little twist that the guy was the serial killer, though. Like that
was the dumbest thing in the season.
Yeah, I didn't really get that one. Yeah, that was the least one I was interested in. Like I didn't really
because we saw that a mile. I might say we. Let me take that back. I saw that a mile away. You're not dumb. Don't say that. No, don't say that. I just saw it a mile away because he was too intent on finding that damn killer, and then on top of that, his son is somehow connected to the hotel, and I was like, okay, what's going to end up? Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yes, Omar. Evan Peters was Mike. Don't be flipping through them that quick just because you're trying it. Go back to Omar. Yes, Evan Peters. That was like one of his best roles.
March. What was it? March.
Yeah. James Patrick.
But does it save the season?
No. It's not about saving the season. Everybody did what they had to do in that season.
I think
Angela Bassett, Lady Gaga, everybody did a great job.
Part of my issue was this was the first season without like heavy hitters acting wise that I was used to seeing on the series.
Jessica Lange.
So Jessica Lange was not there in Hotel.
She can go. She's tired.
No, she's everything on the show. She's everything.
But it's just that that's why they came with. That's why they came.
You wanted Sarah Paulson to play the Countess? No.
I'm sorry. What?
No. Mike wanted Jessica Lange to play the Countess.
No.
Jessica Lange, as much as I love Jessica Lange, she do not need to be walking around the hotel and go.
Why not? Why not?
She could play a guest that comes there and get killed.
She could have played Constance, and she'd have came up in there and got killed. That'd have been great.
This is blasphemy. Y'all don't like Jessica Lange on the season?
We love
Jessica Lange. We're being realistic.
Yeah. Brian Murphy sat there and said, I don't have Jessica Lange this year. I could just go balls to the wall with this season. That's why he brought in Gaga, because he knew Gaga was gonna be like. Brian Murphy probably told Gaga, look, I want you to be in a foursome. In a foursome, and we're gonna just put. And I don't want you rolling around in bed in a pool of blood. God was like, bitch, I'm here. Do it. Let's do it.
It's not even just that. I think she played that role so well. Like her facial expressions, her intimidating other people just by staring at them. Like there's a lot of scenes and like throughout the episodes where I would be fucking scared of her. How the fuck she's looking at me? Like she actually did what she was supposed to do in that fucking season. And I appreciate it.
She got an Emmy.
Exactly. That's exactly why she got an Emmy.
Okay, we have some Hotel fans here. I see. Okay. Her vibe is very unbothered through the whole season. I got that.
It is.
She looks phenomenal. I did enjoy her character. I just did not think the characters in Hotel were captivating as much as the season.
Yes.
What about?
I would have liked to see more.
Liz Taylor.
Liz Taylor. I did like Liz Taylor, but that character was still not hitting for me as much as other seasons.
All right, Michael.
When Liz
Taylor, your favorite characters in previous seasons?
Oh God! You can't put me on the spot now. There's
no.
I would like to hear.
Asylum, and you love Coven. We're gonna.
It's actually a lot of Coven people when I think about it.
Yes.
Coven people.
I get it. I totally get it.
Come on, come through because you was
take Coven out.
Quiet on that path.
Murder House and Coven, I think.
Who's your favorite characters in Murder House?
She's not Myrtle Snow. I can't remember her name. The maid. I like
Yes,
the
God.
maid. I like Jessica Lange. I like the wife in it. I hated the husband, of course.
The wife was fine. That's okay.
Yeah.
I like Evan Peters.
Evan Peters.
Wait, in
I didn't like him
Coven?
in that either.
I didn't like him in Coven.
Murder House.
He was
Oh.
wasted in Coven. Oh, okay, yeah. Evan Peters
Murder
started
House I
shining
like,
into
though.
he didn't really shine for me into Hotel. He deserved to end for Hotel.
It is.
Yeah.
Coven Witch. All
Hotel was
Coven.
everything.
Coven had amazing characters. That's all.
It did. It definitely did.
But see, the thing with Hotel was that it just gave me everything. It gave me 80s glamour. It gave me an homage to The Hunger, one of the most underrated vampire films in horror history. It gave me Gaga going to the balls to the ball. It gave me, like somebody said in the comments, Angela Bassett being the vampire, balls to the wall. Yeah. It gave me Angela Bassett as a vampire again. It gave me Liz Taylor. Like, my favorite scene in Coven, in all of Hotel, is Liz Taylor walking down that damn hallway in the premiere episode with it. What was it? A cat? What was that? What?
It was like a cake.
Caftan?
A
cake.
No.
Yeah, cap. Yeah,
Oh.
it was just like beautiful.
Caftan,
Yeah, that's what I was like. I sat there had it on my damn Facebook page for like forever. If I wasn't loud and gay then, folks knew then after I put that picture up, because that just gave me life. It was just
my favorite scene is the little mini music video when we first introduced with Gaga and Tino Apart was playing.
Yes.
And we get that, and that whole scene is just love it so much.
yes.
Bloody sex.
Interesting. It takes all kinds for the world to go around.
I'm trying to think of my favorite scene.
I can barely. I like the scene with Lady Gaga in the red dress walking through whatever the fuck she was walking through in the second or third episode. But nothing was happening. But I did like that scene.
I don't remember my favorite scene.
I think the runway show, maybe, when they introduced Kristen.
Yeah,
I think it's my favorite.
And the song that was playing then was I know it was by Brian Ferry, but I can't remember the name of it right now.
Is that Matt Bomber? Who?
Yeah,
that was Matt Bomber.
Superman.
Matt Bomber.
Yeah, he was big.
Oh yeah.
Cheekbones for days. Is that what they said?
Cheekbones for days. Yes,
he was big.
Your
He was
son
very
has
big in the
cheekbones
season.
for days.
I dislike Dandy.
Dandy
in the
was
Hotel. I don't know his name in Hotel.
Oh, you mean
Tristan?
That's Tristan.
But he played
Tristan. It was Sebastian.
I didn't like him with the purple little streets and he just gave me. I don't like him in a lot of stuff.
But did you like him when he came back to play Gaga's
maker?
Valentino.
Yeah, Valentino. Yeah, did you like him in that role? I liked him in that.
Oh, like when it was back in the day?
Yeah. And then when he came back,
he was better in that.
I thought he was better in. I'm sorry.
I loved his character in Double Feature.
That's it. That's what I was.
Yes, he did so good. No, he did. That was the best.
I loved him as a troubled writer. He was good.
But I think that was his most boring character to me.
No,
he was boring.
That was the best character.
Yes, he was a troubled writer. I think his best character was Dandy, even though I don't really care for that season.
Oh, I agree with that too.
Him playing a psycho character and just fucking everybody up. I think he did a great job.
Hold on, Dark Wave Duck.
I don't want no pressure.
He's defending himself.
Okay.
Wait a minute, y'all. Don't tell them fighting. We all family here.
This is the energy y'all brought.
This is all love and fun. I really don't care. Everybody have their own opinions, and it's totally fine. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Even though I fuck with Mike all the time, I can respect your opinion. Even though I do get upset with you with certain.
No, I don't. I ain't respecting nobody's opinion. So no.
Yes, Chanise, that motherfucking part. Say that again. Say that again.
Right now.
All y'all who don't like Coven, all y'all we can go outside.
Exactly.
It's me. It's me.
Catch me outside. How about that?
No, I can't fight with you, Chanise. You can whoop my ass, but I can throw some shade or something. I don't know. But
Ryan, you don't like Coven?
Girl, no.
He been said he don't like.
I've been
Girl,
said
I
that.
said it alive.
We
Yeah.
go back and forth about this every single
He
time.
was
we
upset we
Yeah.
wasn't in the salon enough, and we didn't learn enough
Which
about
is valid. I would have liked more of that.
I didn't say that.
Ryan.
Right now,
I would
mean-
have liked a little origin on that too.
Oh my God.
But the season was everything. Okay.
was.
But the thing is, the same thing I
Oh, Ryan Murphy. Damn, Calvin. Look, if you want to be on
Wear his ass out.
Calvin, if you
The
want to be on
second
future
part of the
episodes
double
of
feature.
American Horror Story,
yeah, you are hooked up. Don't be getting fired. Or
Yeah, don't be getting
They don't know
fired.
who. That's why his picture ain't up there. He probably Calvin might be a fake ass name too.
Right?
Period. This is Ryan Murphy. Y'all don't even know shit. This is actually Ryan Murphy.
Listen,
saying that
if
he
this
fucked
is
up on
Ryan
double
Murphy,
feature.
that would be the biggest gag of the season.
Don't care. Don't care.
behind the
Behind
I
the
don't really-
scenes series.
Wikipedia. We're good.
There's been pictures. I don't really care for some of the cast that's on this new one too. Like, I don't know. I'm feeling very dry about this new.
It's like this
upcoming-
Bloody Mary episode cast, just very medium,
No.
very medium and dry, and nobody even seen them in a commercial. Just like very classic.
I will say you're giving a lot of shade to this mostly highly anticipated episode out of this whole entire season. Why
Well,
so much? Like, are you just disappointed because it was highly
Yes.
anticipated? You just okay.
No, when Mike called on me to speak, he said drag it, and so I was like, okay, I'll drag it. No one asked me if I liked it,
That's
so
a
I'm-
shame.
So I'm.
I came
dragging
on
this
here and I
bitch.
was sad and quiet the whole time.
Look,
Sorry. Next time, cast
I'm-
Ashanti or something because
Wow.
Oh, yeah, I
and,
heard
and she would
about-
do good.
I heard about Feud season 2. That's gonna be good.
what
That's
is?
gonna be Feud season 2.
What's-
That's gonna be
Oh,
about Truman
Feud.
Capote and his doves. He told all his friends story on business and put in a book, and this shit was like they
I keep
got his
forgetting
ass.
that's on Hulu. I gotta watch that.
It's good.
Yeah, it's finally on Hulu now. But no, at the end of the day, I really enjoyed this episode because it, like I said, it was beautiful to see all these black women.
Storm.
And
yeah.
no, it wasn't
Tamon
Storm.
keep rolling them eyes
Not
up
Storm.
down there. I
That's
see
not a good
it.
example.
I see him.
It's not.
It's definitely why
Because-
you love it.
No, it's not. I love it because I got to see, like I said at the beginning of the episode, beautiful melanin mixed in with crimson blood. I
Just
mean,
said
it was just a
exactly
great.
what I just said.
No, that's not Storm.
If these was Asians or white ladies, you would
I
not be going
said
up in
that.
this
No,
episode.
I said that anybody could have played those roles. It's just that it was beautiful.
I
to
really
see.
don't. Yeah.
Because they could have easily sat there and did one black girl, and she could have been the first one to go. They could have easily did hell, no black people. You know, it could have been a rehash of your favorite episode, which is what's that? The naughty.
The naughty list from
Yeah, that's
season
what I'm-
one.
Hell,
Alright,
if
you
you
know what?
ask me, the
That-
naughty list
Oh.
in this
You
episode
know
kind of go
what?
hand in hand a little bit.
You know
because,
what, Mark? That's
you know,
that's a good comparison, Mark. That's a good comparison.
What you call it?
So,
And I hated the
Tamon,
naughty list.
Pacing.
You really like the naughty list. So what made that one so much better than an episode like this? Because all
Not y'all
those boys
jumping
were horrible.
Tamon. Let's go.
No, I just want to know. 'Cause Naughty List
I'm
was
okay,
horrible.
Michael. I can handle it. I'm okay. Go,
No,
what
he's
was
a
your
good
question?
boy. He can.
Yeah, it's fine. Next question. I'm listening.
So yeah, the naughty list. So why you were so much more entertained with that one compared to an episode like this? The naughty
It
list, my personal opinion, was trash.
That's
Yes,
a great
it was
question,
entertaining
Bobby.
to a certain point, but yeah, go ahead. Here you
I
go.
thought it was fresh. I
Yours
thought
are-
it was vibrant. I thought it was entertaining. I thought the idea of social influencers was current. It was fun, and yeah, that's why I thought that was a great one. Was it scary? No, but that's fine. It was a cool current episode, and they were all hot, and which was great. These girls were cute too. I'm not talking about their looks at all. They were cute. I'm just talking about, and there were people that were actually in things that people are currently watching. So,
Like who?
So
Besides
it
Dylan
sounds like you got
Bernstein.
a real big problem with it not being familiar faces. like a star in here. It sounds like you really got an issue with that.
Wait, hold up.
That's a great question, Chanise, and feedback, and I agree with that. That is really a big part of
Whatever.
why I think this episode was like
Whatever.
I
Whatever.
feel like they don't really put really big stars in the stories. Like they don't really have like a big, like a big stars in there.
Episode 1 was the guy who played Spalding. Episode 2 is Gabrielle Sidibe, right?
No, but still,
but there's nobody in.
Episode 3 was Bella Thorne. Yeah. Episode 4 was.
But the thing is that none of them were never like the leads. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like none of them were never
familiar faces. Yeah, they sprinkle familiar faces in.
And this one had none.
No, it did.
Who's Truman Capote, Calvin?
Ahead, who was the sister, the younger sister, the one that I don't know how to pronounce.
She was familiar. Where is she from? Because she was
the beast of a southern beast of the Southern Wild. She won an Oscar,
and she played Annie. Yeah.
Okay, that's where she from. I knew she was familiar.
I'm trying to figure out who in the naughty list is actually on TV right now.
Besides Dylan Burnside, and he was in Pose.
He's not even on TV now right now.
Right.
The other guy who was the leader of that little group, he's in American Horror Stories and American Horror Story.
The child, he don't.
The Asian guy.
I didn't know who he was before that.
The only person
that mattered in that episode was Danny Trejo when he played this killer Santa Claus, and that was it. Everybody else in there, I didn't know who the fuck, like what shit they were in.
The only other person in that cast I recognized was the guy who was in Glee. That's the one who was being responsible.
I was getting to that.
I forgot about
but are they on TV right now? Like, do they have a current like?
No, they ain't got nothing.
Are you talking about currently or when that show aired?
Currently, we got shady in here. Child.
Wait, why is it important that they have to be on television and movies?
That's a good question for Mark. Mark.
That was actually that asked you there because that's your whole thing.
You just said that. You asked the question, are they on television now? And my question was, why is that important? That wasn't for me.
Because you said that they needed some star power, people who's on TV that can be recognizable. Yeah. But with the black community, we all recognize those girls. Question.
If Lindsay Lohan was in the episode, she's not on anything right now. Recognizable face. It doesn't have to be like the current. It's that people recognize who you are. Macaulay Culkin, recognizable face from American Horror Story.
But you're comparing Macaulay Culkin and Lindsay Lohan to the guy who was in American Horror Story and American Horror Story.
I'm not. I'm talking about this current season of American Horror Story.
Okay, well, if the lines are bad to most of the people, I don't think it's going to matter who's acting in it. If the lines are going to be the lines and the story is the story, and unless it's going to be like some Beyonce type of figure going to be, I don't think it's going to draw in more people to watch it, whether they're like on TV or not.
See, the issue with me is like the big star power, like you were saying, like Yara could have been in it. I can't see her in it. Like I'm so stuck on her being like the goody two shoes and grownish and blackish.
Innocent.
Like
give her a break.
This is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to see her.
I don't know. I just can't see.
I want to see her in a role like this, though. I want to see her in a role like this because I want to see if she can play a role. Because that's the problem. Actors is too. When you're so used to seeing them in roles like that, they end up being typecast. You know what I mean? So she be playing like roles like that for the rest of her life. We don't want to see that. Throw her in some spooky shit because she might surprise us. You know? So
that's why I picked the ass for Nancy.
I would rather her be in something not on American Horror Stories. I would rather her be in like something like an actual horror movie. I don't want her
which one? That's the older sister.
Who?
From Blackish.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think the younger sister would have been great on this season, on this episode.
I can see that.
She has the look. She has the range. She's a recognizable face. You know,
she would have been good.
Yeah,
that wouldn't have changed
I can
the
see
episode.
her. Yeah. I mean, it
would have anchored in a lead, and there was no anchor to any of the leads. It was no lead really. Like I didn't connect with any of them. I think if she would have been in that spot, we were like, okay, she's the main character. Okay, cool. We know who to follow.
I could definitely see her doing it over Yara.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Ooh. I liked all the girls. I didn't mind. Yes, the acting was like meh, but it's American Horror Stories. It is what it is. All the episodes aren't perfect. I'm just happy we had a full black cast and Dominique Jackson was in it. She looked beautiful. She was scary in some moments. She was campy. I lived, and that's all I wanted from this episode. Yes, it could have been a little bit more better, but again, it's only an hour. And that's all we got. And there's only so much you can do it within an hour. So
I don't think they can do a lot of things at once. Okay,
Yeah.
so we gotta take what we can get. So, like, we just never going to get for them to do a well put out episode. Like, I thought that they paced themselves pretty okay with fitting everything into such a large story. And we can't get that and good actors at the same time now. We gotta take what we can get. They don't never give us all the things. Like, they've never checked out all the boxes. Like, oh, good acting, well, paced out episodes.
Dollhouse.
Well, here's the thing.
I feel like Dollhouse could have still been a little better too, even though I do think that was a well put together episode. Mm-hmm. I just think they should. Oh,
maybe they shouldn't have done a backstory for this. They should have just had the legend of Bloody Mary just be the legend, and then that would have saved some time for them to do something else. And change the ending.
And then the ending was predictable to me too. Like, not with the sister. I was telling Chanise this too. Not with the sister being revealed, but when they switched. I felt like that was predictable, and I felt that coming. There's a short film on an altar tapes on YouTube called Brackish, and it's about a siren, and pretty much it's the same concept. They wait for a new woman to come in, trap them, and they're the new siren, and they have to kind of repeat this thing over and over again. And it reminded me of that short story. So as I was watching this, I said, this seems very familiar. And I said, and then when that reveal happened at the end of this, I said, yep, it's from that short. Well, similar to that short. And it's like, I didn't mind, but it's just like, I wish it was something else.
Well, that's a common trope, though. When you sit there and you get switched, you fight this evil to sit there and get this evil. You switch places with this evil. I've seen so many horror movies that end that way, or so many.
I've seen a bunch of Goosebumps episodes that was the same story.
It's based on that niche philosophy, the longer you stare into the void, it stares back at you. And be careful chasing monsters lest you become the monster. It's like predicated on that. Yeah.
And a positive thing, I love that the teacher conversation about reflections in the classroom. I thought that was a cool scene. I thought the dialogue was good.
Yes.
I was laughing
at
that moment when, I'm sorry, Ryan, but I just gotta say I was laughing when she flipped it and Dominique Jackson was like, all you bitches owe me something. I was like, yo.
She's about to start voguing, and I was just like, yes.
I just kept hearing a lecture and I was dying inside. It was so good though. But sorry, Ryan, go ahead. I just had to say that.
No, I was only going to say, like, I also liked Dominique's explanation to the girl at the end too, and how they tied all that together. That part was pretty cool. That's all I was gonna say. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, telling me, the truth it depends on what you do with the truth. And what, girl, shut the fuck up. You gotta be trapped in this damn mirror. Get me out of this.
I will say this though. American Horror Stories reminds me of those anthology shows we had back in the 80s, and you saw a lot of people start off on those. Look at Brad Pitt. He was on an episode of fucking Freddy's Nightmares. Mm-hmm. Even Morris Chestnut was on the episode of that. So it's like, and Mariska Hargitay, that was her first starring role, because she first starred the Ghoulies. But either way, it was just, those were like stepping stones for people to step into horror. Back in the 80s, they were just like, I want a job. I don't care what the fuck it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but now that horror is out of, banging and lucrative, some people want to get their hands a little bloody. So I feel like if we get more shows like that, they're always going to have somebody that's like second tier, recognizable but second tier, and then they can probably build off of that. I would like to see these girls pop up in American Horror Story or American Horror Stories again.
Yeah.
Now, yeah.
I mean, maybe they'll show up on an actual American Horror Story. I feel like they probably will, because I feel like the dude from Blow House, he appeared on American Horror Story. He was on Double Feature. Mm-hmm. So I feel like if they do a good enough job, they could probably be on the actual show in a little, a bigger role or something.
Maybe that's what this show is for, auditions for the next season of American Horror Story.
Tamon is just like, when I tell you the shade, the palm trees, baby.
Listen, Michael told me to drag. That's what he told me to do, and that's what I'm doing.
Well, since we're dragging, did y'all want to do ranking?
I didn't ask you nothing
of your of the episode.
You're what?
I just want to know if
Yeah.
y'all would feel the same way if it was all white girls, because we see
I will go
plenty of
in
that.
because I need a blonde bag.
Everybody
honestly
live with all white girls.
I
and I'm
don't
tired
think
of
the
seeing that
episode
shit.
would have been. I don't think the episode would have been different if it were different races.
I was about to. Yeah.
The lines, the storyline, to me, nothing was race specific or culturally specific, other than the slave portion of it.
And the Clovers, the Compton Clovers that she was.
Oh my God.
But if
Trying to
you
become
switch the
captain
races
of-
out,
I
the story
definitely-
would have been the same.
Yeah, because like if I'm about to say like I go up for black horror, like me not liking this episode doesn't mean like I want all white girls. No, it's not that.
I don't think I never.
And I go up for a blonde lead. I go up for that. However, I do.
He sure does. Don't you get that damn hourglass?
Were you reaching for it?
Yes, I knew he was about.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about this or them white. Y'all be waiting.
Who's on timeout?
Michael, you already know
This is
Michael.
on me.
Yep, boop. See you when you get back.
Oh my God.
All right, so yeah, let's do our ratings. Who want to go first?
I'll go first.
My rating for this episode is a 3.
Oh, okay.
Wait, we rate out of 5 or 10. Okay.
5.
Okay.
It's a 3. Again, I didn't hate this episode. Like Bobby said, I had huge expectations. We talk about it all the time for this specific episode. And do I feel like I was let down? No, actually, I don't feel like I was let down. But there was moments that I think it could have been better. Thank you.
Okay. Brooke, give it a 3.5.
Brooke. Brooke, please.
I'll go next.
Mark, go ahead.
I'll go next. A 9. I give it a 9. I'm sorry, 4. I give it a 4.5. So
Really?
yes.
Okay. Chanise.
Hi, listen to me. Y'all know my phone beat is ghetto. I'm gonna go with a 4.5 because I really like this. And now that I did talk to all of y'all, I do still think that the house was better than this one. But I know it still was, because literally my only issue with that house was that the girl didn't use her powers more, and that was literally my only issue there. But after hearing everyone's opinions and everybody put a couple things in perspective, I'm gonna say 4.5.
Wow, Ryan.
2. It just was the moment that I realized, okay, American Horror Story and American Horror Stories is not going to give me what I want anymore. It was just that moment, child. I was like, I'm just over it. I mean, I think it's because like I feel like when I watched Murder House, I was like, ooh. When I watched Asylum, I was like, ooh. And that's literally, I think, the only reason that Coven hit me different, and I need to go revisit it. That's the only reason. Because it actually may be a decent season. I can't admit that. But it's just, I know what I like. And so everything beyond that has just been waiting for that feeling again. And I only get it touched a little bit. And this was a moment I was like, okay, it's just pop now. Like, it's just like, I'm not going to get what I want anymore.
Scares.
Yeah.
Bobby. Is this another 4.5, Bobby?
A 6.
No. I'll give it a 4. I'll say 4. I enjoyed it a lot. I don't take this shit I don't take it that serious. It is what it is. Like Ryan said, I don't get excited too much anymore. So I'm just taking what we get.
Wow.
And I'm enjoying it for what it is. And what we got in this episode, I'm fine with it. I'm not looking for anything serious because, yes, I would love to see more of these characters. We're never going to get it. It is what it is. I love Dominique Jackson. I love seeing us on screen. I love seeing us being written by a Black woman. I love seeing us getting our chance in this world of American Horror Story. Yes, I had problems with this episode, but at the same time, I enjoyed it more than I will say the previous ones. And like what Michael said, I would find myself rewatching this more than maybe Drive, maybe even Dollhouse, because I enjoyed this a lot more. I had more fun with this one. So I give it a 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
How about you, Michael?
What did I give the last one? A A 2
A 1.
7.
A 1.29.
Right, you're your fraction.
I think I'm gonna go with 3. I'm gonna go with 3 because I was entertained. Now I don't know what is going on with. I'm tired of the fake outs. Don't be introducing hard villains to me and they ain't killing nobody. Don't be introducing main characters to me and they ain't dying. I'm sick of it. So if you got Bloody Mary, I want to see her chasing hoes, killing them. I don't want to get a fucking flash forward or flashback to, oh, it's just the sister stabbing people. Like that to me wasn't a good enough payoff for me.
So really quick, Michael,
Mm-hmm.
if Bloody Mary was the one killing people, how would you suggest she kill people when she's stuck behind the mirror?
She would come out a little bit,
breaking them in, breaking their fucking neck. She can reach her fucking hands out. So
she will go full force, Scarlet Witch, and pull her ass up out of that little reflection and bend and break her bones like Samara and go and wear these people out.
Because like,
or petrify them, kind of like if you look at her.
Medusa,
Yeah, kind of like y'all remember that moment when we were watching The Ring for the first time and that girl was like curled up in the closet. Something like that. Oh my god,
that was creepy.
The hell out of me.
That was creepy. Yeah. That's reminiscent of when they found Violet in the damn basement in the crawl space and
that bitch been dead since season 2.
That was so good.
Yeah,
that was
that's
reminiscent.
Yeah, that was sad too because I didn't clock that she was dead.
Me either. That was the best spin.
A great twist. Yeah.
But
Denise, I was gonna say, since in the classroom the teacher was mentioning that mirrors or whatever reflectors are windows and gateways, I would suggest she snatches them up, brings them in, and then it's kind of like a battle to see if she can kill them or not and if they can get out.
I like that.
Can I say something real quick? Something
that was an episode on Goosebumps. Let's get invisible.
Let's get invisible. That was a classic.
I just wanted to say real quick before you read the comment. Like, I think something that y'all have been saying tonight actually makes sense. I disagreed at first. Maybe this would have been better extended beyond the hour because we do just have an hour. Because I wonder how I would feel. Because like what you're saying, her using it as like a portal, actually pulling the girls in and stuff. I wonder that would be fun, especially because you got a glimpse of the mirror world.
Yeah, it would. Because even if she played with it. Even if she played with it and it was their reflection, like some way it was like their reflection is what she hurt, but their actual like body in the real world was hurt. That would have been like decent too. Yeah. Because once you call her, your reflection was kind of stuck with her and she was gonna get your ass. So something like that.
I wish she would have been more like
tricks you can do. Yeah.
And popped her in like hella. Like I wanted all of that. I want her to come in here, fuck these girls up in this room like they did the remake or requel or spirited sequel when they was in the bathroom. I wanted that. I wanted to get drugged in this place.
Someone mentioned it felt more like a Candyman than a Bloody Mary.
It felt very inspired by Candyman at the front.
Yeah,
like because like Bloody Mary didn't do all of this. She was like, oh, you call her and then she spooks you and then you're like, oh, I'll never do that again. I saw her. Like, but Candyman was getting the girls.
Was
yes,
and that's what I wish we saw more of.
Oh, we got a 4.75. I think no, it's not the high.
Okay,
I'm gonna say someone gave it a 5. I think Omar gave it a 5.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, it was Omar.
Yeah.
Our total average is 4.40, which makes this the highest ranked episode for us.
Which is fair.
That's Tamon's way of saying this is an affirmative action ranking.
Period. Storm.
Yeah. Why? Okay. Storm is a great character. You have to use something that makes sense. You have to.
She's amazing. I love Storm. I love Storm. But if she was Emma Frost or somebody white, you guys would not go up for her like that.
I love Rogue.
I love Rogue too. Yeah. But if Storm was someone, her biggest thing is she was a black superhero. We needed her.
Yes.
We loved her. We needed that representation. But if she was not, she'd just be another person.
That's because there's already a lot of white women.
Exactly. It's already so many other white women.
I beg to differ.
Which more confirms my point.
No, I beg to differ that I hear a lot of people go up for Jean Grey or the Phoenix way more than they do the Storm.
That's great. As they should. I get that. That makes sense.
Yes.
She ain't make sense. But the black community loves Black Panther and they love Storm. And I get it. I'm with that. I get that. I love that. I love that.
No,
man.
they're dope.
If,
It's not even
if
just
Storm was a whole
other
other race, you guys wouldn't be giving her all this fever.
I don't like Storm on like that.
No, because
like you said, Phoenix was my person.
That's my girl too.
Based off the movies, girl.
Oh,
but no, I'm gonna say comic books. I grew up with comic books. I ain't have to read them every day.
Storm did her shit in those comics.
Storm is amazing.
Right, I wasn't
best characters. She was
but I didn't have to be. I didn't have to be into Storm just because you thought she was doing her thing. I wasn't.
But to say that all black people only like Black Panther and Storm is very like putting us in a box because you can have.
I didn't say that. I said Storm.
But you said black
don't
people.
Even
Your
bring
words
King
were
T'Challa in it. Don't bring T'Challa into this.
Storm and Black Panther. But if you get,
we do. That's the thing. Because we show up to the movie theaters and dashikis ready to go in for Black Panther. So don't tell me that black people don't go up for black people as Black Panther Storm. Don't tell me that because we do. And I'm one of them. I love it.
But I'm saying
there's nothing wrong with that.
No one's saying anything's wrong. I'm not saying anything's wrong. We as a community can love Storm because she's black. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying is we feel the same way. And everybody's been saying tonight, I love this cast because they're black and they look like us, which is great. I'm with that. But if that was not the same, you would not give this episode a 4.5.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I disagree with that.
I see what you're saying. So
basically, I gave a point because it was us. So I know you guys had to do it too.
I didn't do that shit. But no, I see what you're saying.
I don't.
I gave those points to Dominique because I really want Dominique to get more stuff.
Same. And don't get me wrong, it's not because for me, it's not because they're black. It's for the fact again, when you go back, I actually thought the girls did fine. Like the acting wasn't that great, but even in the last episode with the white women, the acting wasn't that great with the white women. I feel like why y'all sign? Like
exactly. No, Tavon's face.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they were fine. Like I was okay with these girls. Like yes, it's no fucking Pretty Little Liars or any of that. But the thing is, we didn't get enough time with these characters. Maybe if it was fleshed out a little bit more, we can probably see what these girls can do. But everything was just so rushed and like fast paced that we didn't see any of that. So again,
I don't know if you had to pick acting. I do think the first episode probably had the best acting of all. Like I didn't even think the one with what's her name?
Gabrielle.
Yes, I didn't even think that one was all too. That wasn't even, and I think it's because the whole dynamic of the husband and wife.
Yeah, it wasn't the
stairwell. The stairwell. It's gonna always be the fucking staircase.
Bye, Tamon. Can you stop?
This damn stairwell. You ruined it.
I will say that Aura was more of a good horror story than it was it was a good horror story. It was something fresh. It was something new. Yeah, I enjoyed it for that. I didn't care about the casting. I just think it was a good story, especially modern and still scary.
I feel like they're not really good at bringing on scary shit anymore. Calvin is going to be in season 5 of Slasher, by the way. He was just saying.
Yay!
Nice. We love
the last scary thing I've seen when doing this rewatch is Twisty in Freak Show. That is the last scary thing I've seen so far.
And that's like everybody else, the people might be actually scared of Dandy. You know, some people it's what we are scared of. You know, because we are desensitized as horror fans. A lot of stuff don't scare us anymore.
You
know.
Meanwhile, Channel Zero, like every season they brought up was scary as hell. Every single season.
Listen,
and no one ever talks about Channel Zero.
Really? Do not talk about it like they should.
You don't like Channel Zero? I didn't know that.
No, I said I love Channel Zero.
I got scared.
100%. No, you are 100% correct. Nobody talks about Channel Zero the way they should.
I'm gonna check that out. Is that the thing with the teeth on the thumbnail? The teeth person? Yeah. Okay.
And just like American Horror Stories, each season's different. Like it's focused on a different story.
And my favorites were No In House and The Dream Door. Yeah. Those are my favorites. But
The Dream Door was black. It's blackity black.
Right. Yeah. But that damn creature in there, he was doing all this shit like this, and I was like, "Whoop, fuck!" Y'all gotta watch it though.
Y'all gonna get Ripper and backstory to 1888. That's all I can say.
Yep.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Slasher is great too. A lot of people don't talk about Slasher too. I love Slasher.
I love Slasher. Yeah.
The drama, the gore,
Just
the
drama.
goods.
Slasher is decent. I think like the later seasons, it gets stronger. Like the last
Yes.
season, oh my
Was
god,
Amazing.
it was
That's
so,
the twins,
so
right?
good.
No, that's
twins.
season 3.
Oh, the Rich Family. Yeah, the last
The
season was
Rich
great.
Family.
They
Yeah,
came
that was all
through.
that.
It felt like a good book.
Season 3
That's
was
what I
great
felt
too. It was queer as fuck, but
The
Oh,
like. I
wigs
didn't
get
like
better.
seeing the snow. The snow one was weird.
oh, yeah,
I
that
kinda
was
like
season
Oh, that
two.
one was a little strange. I don't remember the name of
Yeah.
it, but yeah, that one was a little strange. But it was
Yeah.
Crypt
adventurous.
TV. Crypt
The
TV
gore it
does
just
do
keeps
some good
going up.
stuff. I agree. Crypt TV does have some. They have some good creatures too.
Yeah, I need to sit there and binge those and Alter in like 2 days. I know Crypt TV produced that show. I told y'all about this on Peacock. The girl in the woods. They produced this show.
Did she come out of the woods, a young girl, and then she came out of the woods? They found
came
her?
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it, but I'm familiar.
Yeah, Crypt TV was produced there. They used to produce a lot of shit for Facebook only, and I was like, I'm not going on Facebook Watch. Fuck y'all. But I'm back on Facebook, so I might go back on there. So
Robbie, you missed it. They were running
everything.
ragged this episode.
They showed out.
Right.
wait a minute. Go back to what Cam
drama.
said. Go back to
No,
what
you
Cam
don't.
said.
No, Michael, do not.
I want to hear what he said.
That's fine. Let's go, best friend.
Ooh.
First of all,
Ooh.
you're a storm head, so I'm gonna let you have that on public air. But when I talk to you later, I'm gonna drag you for that. But everyone knows Jean is the Marvel universe. Next question.
Ish.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, each franchise is about Jean. Every movie we got is about Jean.
It's kind of overrated, just like Nancy is. Like it's just upheld.
See, there you go. There you go.
Yes,
Bobby, in this episode. Cause he stay coming for me. He stay coming for me and Nancy.
I didn't mean for it to be like, I was just saying in the sense that like they get pushed up to this level that other people just cannot touch because people just
because they're not God.
I love Jean Grey because they keep throwing Jean Grey in our face, or they keep throwing Nancy in our face, or they keep throwing Sydney in our face. So you can't. It's
I don't think they.
Okay.
I do agree with them. Keep throwing Jean Grey. I don't agree that they keep throwing Nancy in our face, but
well, not now.
Yes, we only seen her 3 times.
Yeah, Jean Grey, yes. Wolverine, yes. I'm tired of seeing them. Like
yeah, Wolverine.
Yeah, they all.
Everybody's over Wolverine.
Yeah.
But every storyline is about Jean Grey in the movies. So.
Robbie, I liked it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bob.
It's down the middle. It's down the middle. 3 liked it, 3 did not. 3 liked it, 3 were like it's the.
I didn't say I didn't
could
like
be
it.
Better. It could be better.
It could be better.
What do you think, Robbie? Did you like it or not? But yes.
Oh.
This has been an hour and 40 minutes shot.
We can get going. But we all gave our ratings. This was the highly anticipated. We were all looking forward to seeing Bloody Mary. And we got it. And it was very divisive. Robbie said it was better than Milkmaids for sure. It definitely was.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, it definitely was. He said I thought the acting was questionable. Yeah, it was. Yeah. But fun
it's experience.
Yeah. But we got our most anticipated episode. So what's next? Do we know which episode is coming next?
Calvin, where are you?
It is right. Facelift. Facelift is the next episode.
Facelift. Ooh.
Okay.
Can I say that I thought her garment when she switched to be Bloody Mary was ill-fitting, and I wish they would have tailored that better for her. But I will say that. At first it was going this way, but it definitely just slumped up a little bit. Ooh. And I could tell there's problems with the order of the episodes because the weaker episodes are sort of like put up front, not including this one. This is not a weaker episode. I'm talking about Milkmaids, and I actually like Drive, but as far as being objective, so
because Milkmaids was supposed to come out later. Milkmaids was supposed to come out like maybe second to last, I believe.
It should have came out never.
I don't disagree with you, Mark. I agree.
We've all had worse in our mouths than a little.
No, sir. You don't
This voice is for
understand.
church.
No, sir. I swear to God, all week long, I have been haunted by those words. Come suck on my pustules. That has disgusted me to no end, and it has fucked up my
That
entire
was all
soul.
last week. That was all last week, Mike. And who else was saying that in the chat?
Oh, maybe I did
remember.
something about it with the oh.
I was at work
yeah.
gagging.
And you and Chanise kept doing that. Y'all are disgusting.
Disgusting. Oh, but no, this should never came out with it. I'm gonna call Our Lady J and ask her. You know that she wrote for Pose a lot.
Obviously,
I'm gonna call her and ask her like, what was this about?
Body horror. Body horror is pretty.
Yeah.
If done well, it's pretty effective.
That's why I haven't seen Society yet because I don't want to be here puking by myself.
Oh, you gotta watch that.
Ooh,
That's a watch.
Society.
That on
That's a watch
Netflix?
party.
No, it's on
Brian, have you
Shudder.
seen it yet?
Mm-mm.
Ryan,
I
okay,
like
you
that
know what?
person
We'll
a
watch
lot.
together. We'll
I've
watch
been holding
together.
out because I remember we said we're gonna break that together.
what is that?
Man,
It's an 80s movie, like a late
Okay.
80s body horror kind of movie.
takes place in
Okay.
Beverly Hills. You might like it.
Okay, I'm loving it so far. 80s Beverly Hills, perfect.
Yeah, I think that came out today, Calvin, on Paramount Plus. Is it
It
Paramount
did.
Plus?
It's on Paramount Plus.
That movie is wild. Ryan, your episode is amazing, by the way. Your comparisons had me cracking the fuck up, but I'm gonna just wait until everybody else watched it.
Was
But
I-
when you brought up Love It, when you brought up Mama D, that's all I'm gonna say.
Child,
Yeah,
Wait, somebody
but-
reminded him about it.
it was a Mama D moment.
It was.
Isn't
But
Dominic
first
Jackson
episode-
in the new season of American Horror Stories?
Rumored so.
Rumor.
not-
I know she's supposed to be over in Paris filming a movie too right now. She's filming a movie with some folks in Paris.
She is busy. Yes.
Mhm.
Love that for her. I think
Same.
this is the best use of her in this scenario.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think Ryan Murphy. I'm glad he's keeping the cast of Pose busy and working.
Yeah. As
Even
he
though
should.
MJ is doing her thing on Apple TV right now. This show got renewed with Maya
MJ?
Rudolph, MJ Rodriguez,
Oh.
Bianca.
Was she in that tournament or
Blanca.
something? Saw movie ish.
No,
That was
fuck. I don't remember the last the light skinned one.
She had the boyfriend Angel in this.
Right.
What I'm talking about.
no.
That is
Oh,
Angel.
I can't
believe damn.
That is Angel. I don't. Jasmine. Is it Jasmine? India. Something.
India Moore.
It is
India
India.
Moore.
It is
India
India.
Moore.
It is India.
India.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's what I thought you were talking about. I love her.
Wait a minute. Who Cam saying bye to now?
Himself. He's signing off.
All right, well, this was a fun episode, very a divisive episode. I wasn't expecting this
expecting it
debate,
either.
honestly.
It was very
And-
Texas Chainsaw Massacre in here.
Yeah, it was a lot of bloodshed, but you know what?
Oh, yeah.
We love blood here. We love gore, honey.
Cool.
So, but we gave our reviews, everybody. We gave our ratings. So everybody that's just coming in now, you can go back and see what our ratings is because we're not going to do it again. But we will be back here next week for Facelift.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see what this one's going to be about. So how many episodes we got left? 3?
Yeah,
It's
I
supposed to
think
be
so.
8.
Let me
Okay.
double check.
Okay.
3 left. Is this season better than the last season of American Horror Story?
Yeah,
so far?
it
So
is.
far, yes.
So far, what is given? Yes.
Okay.
They hit the right mark with Dollhouse. That was a good starting point.
Mhm.
A good start.
Agreed.
Yeah. I don't know yet. At first I was like, yeah, this is way better than season 1. So, but now I'm not quite sure yet.
Now your faith has been shaken.
I'm conflicted.
Listen. All right, wait. This is episode 5. And
Come on,
last
Calvin, we're
season-
ready.
Yeah, what's
Last
left is
season-
Facelift, Necro, and Lake. Apparently, Facelift, Necro, and Lake.
Yeah, we're
All
waiting
right, so
on
I'm
the
comparing episodes. I'm gonna
Hmm.
compare episodes real quick. Episode 5 of last season and episode 5 is Bloody Mary. Episode 5 last season was Ball.
Ball.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Right.
You know they have
It
similar
doesn't. It
vibes, though.
doesn't. It doesn't matter. No, I'm sorry.
It has
Blade.
similar vibes because it's
Blade.
based around entities, though, right? You think?
True.
Or no?
Very true. Very true. I like that. Yeah.
Well, he said Facelift was like a Freddy Krueger-esque storyline.
Yeah, where the lady goes under surgery and she has to fight this demon. So basically, it's Alice.
Oh.
Now,
Robbie, I don't know about Aura being that high, sir, but you know.
Aura is, I feel like it's scary just because the whole, like I said before, the whole concept with the door cam and just a stranger being out there, that creeps me out. That's the scariest part to me because it's realistic to me.
Exactly.
But other than that,
Agreed.
like, I don't know. Like, I don't think it should be at the end of the list. Like, I think Robbie's order is actually perfect. I think Dollhouse, so far, Aura, Bloody Mary, Drive, and Milkmaids. Like, I agree with that list.
I'm conflicted. Like, I'm almost agreeing with, like, I'm like 90%, but like Drive. I actually like Drive, of course. So, like, I'm sort of conflicted on if I'm going to boost it above this one. And I think the tipping scale is because they were black.
I wonder, because you know what? Looking at this list, y'all gonna call me fake, but
you're not.
No, because it's giving Dollhouse, Bloody Mary, which makes no sense. Because I know I gave some of these higher, but it's giving Dollhouse, Bloody Mary, Aura, Milkmaid, Drive for me. Okay. That's actually how I would place it. Yeah, that's how I would place it. I'm trying right now.
Yeah.
I can see that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely better than season 1 because I can't do that no more. I don't even want to rewatch season 1. At least this season makes me want to kind of rewatch some old episodes.
To be fair, absolutely. Yeah.
The only episodes I'm rewatching in season 1 is obviously Ball and Drive-In.
And don't forget.
Those are so good.
Bro House.
I ain't watching that shit. I watched that once and I said never again.
Wait, do you really like Bro House or you just playing, Tamon? I can't
No,
tell.
I actually, everything I said about Bro, I'm consistent in that. Okay. Everything, they checked a lot of boxes that I like. Fresh, current, trendy topic, cute guys. The only problem was he should have came in. They waited too late to start slashing people. Like, it should have been like a thing. But I love the concept.
I thought Pharaoh was pretty good.
Forgettable.
I did not like that.
I forgot about Pharaoh. Damn.
Is it because it had kids in it, Mark?
No, it's because I didn't. The ending was stupid. The ending was dead.
Yes.
The ending was stupid, and it was just like because they didn't do anything wrong.
Thank you.
They
Robbie.
didn't do anything wrong, and they didn't have to kill them folks off. Like they were just done. Like they forget. They didn't know what to do. They know how to end the story. So it's like, oh, we just sit there, have the kid show up, and have him like have all the rest of them.
The king of everybody. Yeah,
which doesn't make any damn sense.
That's the horror of it. It doesn't make any sense. They just want to eat your ass, and that's it.
They don't need to read his ass.
Why did they eat his ass? Why did they eat his ass?
He was a lost boy. Somebody wanted a child. So they snatched him up.
Not somebody wanted a child. Cuts the Countess showing up in the Pharaoh episode.
Exactly. I need a blonde bitch in here. I need a blonde bitch. Y'all got a blonde bitch?
Oh my god. The way that would have took me out.
With her fucking her umbrella, just weighing her ass in there.
Man, the way she ate in the hotel.
Horror and Christmas.
Right. Thank y'all for understanding Bro House. Thank y'all so much.
There was no snow. I don't count that.
Yeah.
It doesn't snow everywhere for Christmas.
It doesn't,
but I feel like I'm sorry, go ahead back. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to just say, to me, a horror Christmas movie needs snow. And I understand it doesn't snow everywhere.
Yeah.
But it doesn't.
I want to see blood and snow. It's something about blood and snow.
Agreed. I
say it's slower.
I keep saying this. I keep saying this. American Horror Story season 1 was handicapped by the COVID, by the pandemic and them shooting everything in LA. It was like everything was in the area, and it just like it wasn't American. It just felt like a Los Angeles Horror Story. It was like there wasn't anything Americana about most of the shit that was going on.
It was very LA, like from Ball to Horror Stories. Here we go.
Next question.
We are excited for Halloween.
What is it, Bobby? Next question.
Robbie, I'm with you.
Thank you,
Let me stop. I get booted the hell up out of here.
No.
Oh,
Don't. Don't.
I mean,
don't.
Robbie,
I'm not-
I feel
I'm
that
not- we
too,
have a
but
great night.
I ride with Bobby. Robbie, I agree, but I'm riding with Bobby. So
Thank you.
yeah,
Halloween
have a
Kills is a bad movie, but it's also a good movie. But I'm
Yeah.
just going to say that.
I have a
If you know what I
newfound
mean.
appreciation for the Halloween franchise after reading those 2 books, but I feel
Wait,
like
which books? Which ones?
Taking Shape and Taking Shape
Taking
too.
Shape.
Okay.
I have
They're
an
an audible.
appreciation for the franchise, but at the same time, Halloween Ends had its issues, but anybody who sits there and says it's worse than Halloween Resurrection needs to be shot in both eyes, Michael Myers style.
agreed.
Agreed.
You know what? I can get with that, but that don't excuse.
Yeah.
Wait, we're not doing this. It's not about Halloween tonight.
No.
Sorry, Bobby. When are you gonna do like we talk about all of them in a 45-minute window, baby? I'll come for the first half, and then like when y'all get to kills, I'll tap out and then come back in.
You know
No,
what?
you're not allowed to do that. If you're going to be in for the
Ain't no tapping out.
for kills. Exactly,
Nah,
Tamon. Ain't no
bro.
tapping out.
You
Yes,
called us
stay
over here,
right
bro.
on.
Ain't no tapping out. Ain't no tapping out, bro. Nah. Ain't for it, shawty.
I'm gonna just put up like a cardboard cutout, and then come back.
Yes, God with the glasses. The little...
I'm going to Macy's. That's a deep cut. I don't know if you remember that from RuPaul's Drag Race. I apologize. That's very.
I've never seen it.
I'm going to Macy's.
Hashtag Christmas rocks. So,
Christmas rock.
hashtag Karen's
What type of rocks are you talking about?
Rocks.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I love Karen. I like her character. So.
I like Karen.
Karen.
Yeah,
Who's
Halloween
Karen
Kills.
again?
I like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Halloween. Sorry.
Oh,
I liked her in Halloween Kills. The first one, I was just like, I mean, even though she had that
She was
iconic
annoying.
moment at the
Yeah,
end, but
right.
the second one, I liked her a little bit.
I
better.
can't do it. Help me.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
perfect.
it was.
Gotcha.
The way they got old girl out of there at the end of ends, that I mean,
Over it.
sorry,
I'm
at
over
the end
that
of
whole
kills.
decision.
Bruh,
Listen.
that shit was brutal. It was so good.
She was
That
literally
part
like
was good.
this.
I felt sad though.
I didn't feel nothing because, bitch, your daughter up here with a whole broken body, and
And
walk
you
up
ain't
there
down there
with
over
your
her, like over caressing her, like just
No.
being like, baby, we gonna be okay. She upstairs rambling.
ghost
And-
hunting,
And
looking for.
I'm glad I wasn't in the theater when I saw it because I saw it on Peacock that night. But I was like, I screamed so loud. I think my neighbors were like, "Fuck you watching?" Because I was like, "No, the fuck y'all did kill Karen." Goddamn, what was her name?
She could die. It's just the fact that she's smarter than that.
I think that's what it was too. I was like, "This got to be a
Yeah.
damn dream sequence. It better be something like a Halloween 4." We come back. Oh no, we were just playing with y'all. It was a dream.
Sorry,
Not
she's
these bitches better be
alive.
dreaming. I can't. I'm dead.
But no,
And you
it's-
know
she-
what?
she's
I'm
fine.
disappointed that Lindsay Wallace is not gonna have a big part in the new movie.
I think
I
she
hear that.
is.
We'll talk
I
later.
think she is. Oh
I
yeah,
would like
Tamon
that.
got all to say.
Oh,
I'm Gail Weathers. That's my job.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Total entertainment.
Honestly, I wouldn't have thought Kills was that bad if it wasn't for dumbass decisions. I think that's the point, though. That's what people keep forgetting. It's called Halloween Kills. People's going to make dumb decisions. That's the point of wrecking these bodies up. Because if everybody was smart, we wouldn't have had a fucking movie. If this
Evil
movie was
dies
meant
tonight.
to just Evil
Oh,
dies
God.
tonight, everybody was supposed to get slashed the fuck up, and that's what it was. It was supposed to just be fun. I think that was the whole point of it. It was just
I
supposed to
love
be
those
Michael
kills.
just doing his thing. They're great, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, I can agree the decisions were horrible, but you have to take it for what it was, you know?
Whether
Yeah,
it
that's
was horrible
true.
or
That's
not, in 10 years from now, and Michael Myers comes back, we're gonna be in the fucking movie theaters
Yeah.
watching Michael Myers
yeah.
slashing up hoes all over again. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
With
Same,
our
like,
great
even me,
kid.
I'm gonna buy kills. I'd like to own it too.
Yeah,
'cause-
Yeah.
you have to.
Oh, I got
mean,
every
yeah.
Halloween movie to.
It's
to-
part of
to-
the
to
collection.
date.
You have to.
yeah.
I don't ignore
talk
any
all this
sequels
shit.
besides the third one. Only because it's not part of the Michael story. That's it. It was great.
Okay.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
It was great, just not a part of the. It's not.
Yeah.
It just shouldn't have been called Halloween 3. It should have been called.
That's it.
something else.
That's
yeah,
beautiful.
trick or
Mark.
treat.
That's
Call it
beautiful.
trick or treat.
Oh, that's so
Yes, you just got them today.
Wait,
Mhm, I'm so
Oh.
excited.
I want to see a cosplay of Vanessa from Halloween Kills with the skull mask and all bloody up.
They'll be hot.
Because she was dead with on the little will thing with the skull.
Oh
mask.
yeah.
I want to see her like a cosplay of that. I wonder if like Carmella probably would get somebody like that at a convention, like somebody doing it.
That would be dope.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
And
That'd be
when you talk to
Yeah.
her, tell her you look bad as fuck in that uniform, by the way.
yeah.
And the little nurse
Even though
costume,
she-
you were bad.
She did.
Even though she had the silliest death to me, but
Is that who shot herself or Michael made her shoot herself? That was her? Oh, yeah.
That's
but-
cruel.
yeah.
I'm sorry. If my husband's in there and I'm running and he's still in the car, he will want me to run, right? So I'm gonna keep going.
I mean, she came. True.
He will want me to
She was
leave.
like, came back, but I just was upset that she just like missed every shot. But it's all good. It's all good. She tried.
She did try. He tried to choke with a plastic stethoscope, so I get it. Yeah.
All right. We 2 hours. We're not even talking about this episode anymore. We're gonna go, y'all. Thanks everybody for watching. Michael, thank you for doing this and hosting before
Ow.
You're welcome.
See, you did
Appreciate
good.
Amazing.
Yes, thank you.
So if I call on y'all next time, Tamon, Mark, Ryan, y'all should know how to work StreamYard. I'll teach y'all.
I'm about to say I don't.
Can I have the Alicia Silverstone one?
You want to do that one?
Of course I want to do it. She's
You wanna
just
host
like
that one?
pretty.
Just
Okay.
like Cam said, he goes up for the blondes. Cam called it.
I mean, he knows me. Helen Shivers, Alicia Silverstone, whatever you want to
Helen
call it.
Shivers
baby.
Helen Shivers is a whole nother level.
No, baby, she's blonde and beat. That's all I care. Let's go.
So is her sister. But y'all don't talk about
Who
her.
Elsa? Oh, the purse when he was hanging her
Okay,
ass.
everybody, thanks again for watching. I love y'all to death. Jody, I see your ass keep back up in the comments. Michael, do not bring that up on here. Don't do it.
I was hovering over it too.
Don't do it. Glad everybody was made it. We're gonna have this discussion at another time. We'll see you. What?
Sorry, no.
Go ahead.
Keep doing your thing.
And we'll see you. I'm glad you made it live too. And we'll see y'all next Friday earlier. I'm sorry that it was a little bit later and we are in midnight now, but we'll see y'all later. Everybody, real quick. Where can everybody find y'all real quick? Mark.
Marco Estes at Instagram and Midnight Social Distortion on Instagram, at the Anti-Critic on Twitter. That's it. That's all we got.
You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, at Tamon Kane, and check out my book page, jointhefreshmeat.com.
Okay. All right. You can find me at Brother Ghoulish on social media, and you can listen to Brother Ghoulish's tune wherever podcasts are played. And if you forget any of this, brotherghoulish.com. My book is coming out soon, so you may want to check out brotherghoulish.com.
Yes. And you guys know where to find me. I'm here. And the people under the scares coming back very, very, very soon. And Alter Tapes. I'm on the Alter Tapes with everybody. So me and Ryan just recently had an episode this past Monday, which was a lot of fun.
That was.
Yeah. What was it called? A stigma. A stigma.
I had to sit up straight to say
it. And that will be it. So next week, I guess Tamon will be hosting that one if Alicia Silverstone is in that one, right? Is she in that one? I guess
she's in the lake.
The lake. All right, so you'll do the lake. So if anybody want to volunteer to host next week's episode, awesome. And yes, guys, Mark, you want to do next week's?
It's about nightmares.
I was about to say, Mark, that's perfect for you. It's custom made.
No, okay, I'll host.
You are the lead of Nightmare on Elm Street franchise.
I know. I'll host.
Oh,
Mike,
even though you don't sound happy about it.
I know it is. Mark,
I'm ignoring him right now because
Mark knows all the information. I don't know details of shit. Mark know all the extra shit.
Right?
I know
trying, y'all.
People in movies. That's about it, and what I liked in the movie.
Who was Freddie's first girlfriend? Mark knows.
That's a Freddy's Nightmares
Don't forget
episode.
another fish. Yes, Omar. Ryan. Jody said, I'm not putting your picture up on there, but Jody said, y'all tripping on my pic. Well, it's real. Well,
yes.
you know, good for yes,
Post
Jody.
it.
Yeah. All right. Bye, everybody. We'll see you next Friday. Bye.
Bye.
Good day.